begin in 3, 2, 1, go! What's up, dude? What's up, guys? Fears, Randall, audience, Randall, Fears. Randall, how art is thou? Randall, did you lose your voice? Randall, you son of a bitch. What are you saying? Hang on. What are you saying?
Hello?
Oh, the internet is gone out again. No, I'm just joking. What's up, Randall? Randall, how are you doing, by the way? Oh, So, Randall, what's up? How you been, buddy?
Fine.
Wow, that sounded really encouraging, Randall. I was like, all right, Randall's going to come in here with like tons of energy, right? And he's like, yeah, whatever. Fuck you, Fears. Yeah, fine. So, Randall, honestly, how's it going? How's it going, buddy?
Good.
Well, that's good. That's good. Larry said that he was the first one in the chat. That you are correct, Larry. You are correct. Larry does not lie. There he is. Randall, how do you feel about Larry being the first one in the chat?
Okay.
Randall, I need you to pull up the energy, buddy. This negative Nancy crap will not do. John says, howdy, boys. Howdy, partner. What's up?
All right.
Randy, get with it, man. Get the energy up. No, what's up? So, Randy, honestly, how was your day?
Pretty good.
Well, that's good. That's good. Randall, I had a fantastic day. The reason why I'm doing it so late is I took a nap. I had some errands to do. And then I've been on this James Bond, kick, man. I watched 2 James Bond movies. GoldFinger and ThunderBall, my friends. 2 good James Bond films.
Thunderballs. Yeah. All right.
Randall, no. That's your porno that you were watching last night, not Thunderballs. ThunderBall, James Bond.
Thunder.
Randall, I can understand why you'd get them mixed up. I mean, Randall watches so much porn, it's beyond belief. I mean, you're laughing.
No, I did not. I quit.
Lander, be honest, Randall.
I have not watched any since
be honest.
May 9th.
Randall, that's another lie to the Randall lie list.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. No, I believe you, buddy. I believe you.
I don't remember the exact date. It was sometime in May.
Not even any, Yummy Dilly and Harper? Nothing? Nada? Wow. Randall is very strong-willed. That's good.
John says, what up, Larry? Ultra Extreme Magatate.
Oh, wow. There you go. No, Larry says Fears with a big thumbs up. Well, Larry, I will in turn give Randall a big thumbs up, and I will give you a big thumbs up back. So, yeah. Because, Randall, you have to admit, Larry is a big fan of not only you, but of me. Randall, how did you think Larry's first StreamYard's live stream went? How did you feel?
I thought it went awesome. Yeah.
It was good. I got to be on it for a little while before work. Richie was on there. You were on there. I mean, it was really good, my friend.
Mm-hmm. By
the way, you guys have never seen this mug. It's new to me, but it's not new overall, Randall. I had to throw this in the dishwasher 17 times because God knows who drank out of this before me. I got this at Goodwill. So, yeah, there we are. There we go. It's a little bit of Jack Skellington. One of my favorite Disney films. Randall, you would think it would be my favorite Disney film. But do you remember my favorite Disney film? I've told you about it so many times.
Your favorite Disney film is Bambi.
That's a good guess, Randall. Randall, don't fuck with me. You know which one it is. Come on.
It's Coco. Yeah, you like Coco. It's a good one.
Actually, you know what? I haven't seen Coco yet. I have not seen that one yet. I want to. I bought it from
Little Mermaid. Under the sea. Under the sea.
When it is wetter, under the sea. Sebastian makes me fucking lose my mind. Sebastian is the red crab. He's always dancing around. He's always nervous, for Christ's sake. Every time he sees the king, he's like, "Oh, sire, sire!" He's like, "I implore you." He's like, "I will go find your daughter," And he talks Jamaican, but he's always so damn nervous for some weird reason. I don't know why. But Randall, that is not. No, Aladdin is my favorite. Aladdin, the very first Aladdin, is my all-time favorite Disney movie. It's so good, so good. Randall, what is your favorite all-time Disney film? You can only pick one. What is your all-time favorite? It can be a new one. It can be an old one. It can be like recent, whatever.
My favorite is Wakanda Forever. Yeah.
Wakanda? Are you being for real?
Forever, yeah, that's a good one.
You're so full of crap, Randall. No, it's not.
My favorite one. Let me see. Let me think.
I mean, no pressure.
Choose from.
Nope.
Trying to
like animated, like favorite Disney animated cartoon movie. What's up? What's up?
Sword in the Stone was pretty good. Sword in the Stone was good.
That one's a good one. That's a good one. I wasn't trying to talk over you, Randall, as you were thinking.
You were trying to talk over me, Fears. What the hell? What the hell? The hell, man?
I wasn't, Randall. I was as you.
Hellman's Dijon mustard, man. Hell.
Randall, what I was trying to do is, as you were thinking, I was trying to say hello to Dan Aykroyd. So Dan Aykroyd says, "Good evening, John and friends. Good to see you." And Randall, did you notice? This is the first time I'm wearing my U.S. soccer jersey, but I got this hat for two reasons. One, I love Disney. Two, the colors match, the outfit. So there we are, my friend. So Sword in the Stone is your all-time favorite, Randall.
Yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite, new Disney film, within the last 10 years? Within the last 10 years. I would say Toy Story is because that they came out with that 10, 15 years ago.
Tron 2.
Tron 2?
Yeah, Tron Legacy.
Oh, but that's isn't that a prequel?
Yeah.
No, it's not a prequel. You're right. It's a sequel. Excuse me, Randall. It is a sequel. The first Tron is legendary. The first Tron takes place in the 80s. The second one is about his son finding out about the Tron game and then him getting sucked into the game, and his dad is still in the game. So, yeah. I like that one. That one's good. I've got that one. So, Randall, when did you see that one? Was it a year or two ago? Was it recently? Randall, I love all these facial expressions. I mean, you are going for the comedy tonight, my friend.
I saw it when it came out.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Well, today's topic
came out on DVD.
Nice. I got it on Blu-ray, buddy. Well, today's topics are, I thought me and Randall would go back to our college days and talk about Randall's passion and my passion of photography. I love photography. And then, Randall, have you seen both Goldfinger and ThunderBall, those two James Bond films, so you can add your topics to the movie reviews?
I will admit I haven't seen either one of those since the 90s.
But you've seen them, though.
Yeah.
Do you remember
when TNT used to hold a whole marathon of James Bond movies?
Oh, man, it was so good.
I always watched the marathon, but, after Tomorrow Never Dies and Quantum of Solace, I kind of tuned out.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Yeah, I didn't. No, that's not nice. I didn't like Tomorrow Never Dies. Didn't like Die Another Day. Didn't like Quantum of Solace. They had a few. They had a few bad ones there. It was not nice at all. Fears.
Well, I'm saying those weren't nice, but overall, the whole James Bond series is nice. Overall, because normally, 10 times out of 12, there's going to be some great James Bond films. So yeah. Randall, I'm just doing something. I messed up something on my laptop, and I don't know how to get the screen got real little on us, and I don't know how to get it back to normal. So, give me 1 second, Randall. I'm gonna dip out real quick. You entertain the fans real quick. I'll be right back. I gotta dip out real quick.
All right. Welcome to the Randall Brown Show. I'm your host, Randall Brown. We're going to talk about everything Randall. So yeah. So just chilling out, having a good time. I did watch a little bit of ThunderBall, or no, GoldenEye. No, not GoldenEye. GoldFinger. I watched a few snippets of GoldFinger so I can talk intelligently about it.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. Here we go.
Randall, I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Larry Tate says, "What in the cornbread hell?"
Oh shit! Hang on. What happened now? There's no picture.
I can see you.
You can see me?
Yep.
I need to stop fiddling with all these these things. I don't know why it keeps this little thing keeps being little. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I know. You need to stop fiddling with it. Quit fiddling with the fiddling, the fiddle fingers.
I mean, usually it's not this little. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Hang on, let me dip out again. I don't know what the hell's going on. Give me 1 second.
Okay, I'll give you a second. I will give you many seconds. Many seconds. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Randall Show. I'm your host, Randall Brown, or also known as Randall the Amazing. The Amazing Randall. Just doing what I do. Just chilling out, having a good time.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Oh, Visions, what's up? Visions, I apologize to Visions and everybody else. Fears this computer was being El Crapo. It wasn't the internet this time. It was just me fiddling with buttons trying to figure out something in...
Vision says he's very disappointed in you, John.
You know what, Randall? You can go fuck yourself. How about that shit? That's what I got to say about that. No, I'm just joking. Visions, I saw that picture on the Discord. Please tell me. Now, be honest, because we're buddies. Did you see an early viewing of Ghostbusters, my friend? Because if you did, I'm going to be super jealous. But don't tell me anything about it. Don't tell me anything about it because it comes out the 22nd, Randall, and Fears cannot wait. I'm a little... Yep. Randall, Jesus, what the hell is this?
What are you talking about?
I mean, Randall, is this some dominatrix shit? Randall, listen, we've been friends a long time. You can be honest with me. I'll be honest, I'm starting to get a little bit of this. Randall, please tell me you met some freaky deaky kinky shit and she's really into some kinky shit and she bought you that mask.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So what you did?
This is actually a plague mask.
Wait, what is it?
It's a plague mask. I got it just in case there's a plague or something.
Randall, be honest with me. Where did you get this mask? What is this mask all about?
It's a plague mask. I got it off Amazon. It's pretty good, right?
I mean, I don't know what the hell it is. What is it?
It's a plague mask.
It's not a plague mask, Randall. It's probably something from a movie or a television show. What is it?
No, it's a plague mask.
No, it's not. This is like some shit that somebody would wear off of Mad Max or something, you know?
It's a plague mask.
Nothing against Mad Max. I love Mad Max. That's a great series. I still need to watch Fury, Randall. Have you seen Fury yet, Randall?
Oh, my God, Fears. It's Fury Road. Fury Road.
Yeah, Randall, I shortened it. I know the fucking name of the movie. I just shortened it, Fury.
What's Have you the name of the sixth Terminator film?
Oh, shit. Hang on. Hang on, Randall. Terminator. Dark Fate.
Hey, you got it. Woo, yeah. Nice.
Oh, shit. That was nerve-wracking, man. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do they? No, Visions. Don't tell me that they all die. I don't believe it. So, Visions, I'm just curious. How did you get to see an early viewing of it? Maybe, I don't know, Randall. Maybe they have early viewings of it in where Visions lives. There's no early viewings of it in Florida because I've looked.
Yeah.
It comes out the 22nd, so I'm going to try to go see it either before work or after work or after the convention or before the convention. So I'll figure it out though. Well, you have to explain this mask. What is?
I got to freak you out, Piers.
You don't listen, I'm your best friend, and you're my best friend, and I love you like a brother. But what the hell is this mask all about?
It's a plague mask.
But what is it? Like, is it from a movie? Is it from a television show? What is it?
No, it's what they wore during the bubonic plague.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So did you get it at a costume like a costume shop, or what?
No, it was only $9. So I said, hey, why not?
But where did you get it? Did you get it around Halloween last year, or what?
I got it on Amazon.
Amazon. I'm sorry. You did say that. So, yeah. Ozzy Osbourne hooked me up. That's pretty cool, Visions. That's pretty cool. Randall, and I believe Visions because, dude, Ozzy Osbourne bought one of Visions' T-shirts. Randall, did I tell you that story?
Yep.
I don't know.
Larry Tate says all the Ghostbusters get killed and come back as ghosts, so they have to catch themselves.
I don't believe it. I know Egon has passed away, but I don't believe it. Don't tell me anything else, Visions. I'm going to try to see it when it comes out in Florida on the 22nd. But yeah,
he says Janine Melnitz gets fully naked and
listen,
she goes after a ghost.
Yeah, Randall, I'll be honest. She was cute in the 80s, but now she's kind of like an old, like, kind of crusty bitch. So I don't know.
Dang. Casting aspersions on Janine Melnitz.
Listen, Randall, she's like 70 now. I don't have anything wrong with Janine Melnitz, just she was hotter in the 80s and 90s.
Age is just a number, Fierce.
This is true, Randall. Very true. Very true. But, Randall, I don't know how Visions knows Ozzy Osbourne, but he wrote me one day, Visions, I hope you don't mind me telling this story. I don't know how this went down, but Visions makes a lot of connections, Randall, through his business. And he went, hey, Fierce, check this out. And Visions, either I asked about it or you sent me a photo. If I get something wrong, clarify it for Randall because you know the old Fierce memory. The way I remember it, I think I asked Visions because I heard a rumor that you know Ozzy Osbourne. Randall, he sent me a picture of him wearing a Gothic King Cobra t-shirt that he made. And I was like, holy shit. I'm like, Ozzy Osbourne is wearing one of your fucking t-shirts. I'm like, that's fucking rad, dude. So, yeah. So, Randall, if Vision says that Ozzy Osbourne hooked him up with a free viewing of Ghostbusters, I believe it because they know each other. Yo, what's up, CMG? Let's see. You're live all the time these days, Fears. I try and stay pretty busy, my friend. I try and do it at least one show a day. Randall, your facial expressions are making me lose it right now. You're like all doing this shit in the background. It's great, Randall. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, buddy. So, did you ever hear that story, Randall, about Visions knowing Ozzy Osbourne?
Nope, didn't know that.
I'm dead serious. I don't know if I got all the particulars and all the stuff right, but he knows them. So, yeah. Well, Visions, I'm jealous. I'm jealous that you got to see it before me. I'm so excited. Randall, what about you? Excited for the new Ghostbuster movie? What do you think? Randall?
Hell yeah.
I was like, don't even start that Frozen crap. I'm like, I know you're not Frozen, Randall. So, Randall, what about the movie are you excited for? I'll let you go first. I know what I'm excited about, but you go first.
Sigourney Weaver and Janine Melnitz are going to be fully nude in the film. Ozzy let me know that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Listen, Randall loves those old crusty bitches. That's right.
Girth Brooks says Randall froze. Yeah. I froze because I'm going to Frozen Empire.
That's true. Randall, listen, you are going nuts tonight, man. You must have had either 3 coffees or did you have an energy drink today, Randall? I know you
had a frappe. A frappe.
I could have said, usually when Randall gets like 3 or 4 energy drinks in him, the energy goes skyrocketing through the roof. But I will give you this. If you drink like 3 energy drinks or Monsters or whatever the hell you drink, Randall will call me sometimes like, Fierce, I did like 15 drawings and I made 2 videos. And I'm like, holy shit, Randall, nice. Right on. What's up, Carmine? What's up, Garth Brooks? So, yeah. So, Randall, what are you looking forward to Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, my friend?
Carmine says Fears is high and Randy chats a lot. Yep.
I'm 0 high. I don't know where the hell he got that.
High. He says high fears. Says you're high.
Oh, I thought you said that he said that I am high. I was like, I'm
Yeah,
not.
he said high fears.
Yeah, I can read, Randall. I got it. I read it. He says hi, Fears and Randy. I can read, Randall. I got you. So, Randy, for the 9th time, what are you looking forward to for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire?
Can't wait to see Patton Oswalt.
What about the film? Are you excited for, enjoying? Like, what about it?
Well, I like that Slimer's coming back.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah. What else?
I want to see Patton Oswalt in it. That's going to be cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Anything else?
No.
Okay, Randall, for being the best and the biggest Ghostbuster fan of the entire community, let me tell you what I'm looking forward to. Randall makes a good point. We haven't seen Slimer in a long time because there's many different versions of Slimer. Randall, the original version of Slimer's coming back. All that crap, they made him look different in Ghostbusters 2016 with the women. Yeah, he looked fucking goddamn terrible. Terrible. I want Slimer the way he was originally drawn. Number 1 and number 2. The yellow, big fucking googly eyes, fat as shit, just mashing fucking shit in his face, eating, and then green slime everywhere.
He wasn't drawn.
No, the way they designed him, he looked like crap in the 2016 version. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, why are they fucking with him? I'm like, why remake a classic? I'm like, I'm so pissed off. That's why I hate that fucking movie, but I did buy it because it has to be in the collection because I'm a big fan of Ghostbusters, good, bad, ugly, hilarious, whatever.
I need to tune out for about 3 or 4 minutes. John said there's a new Alien trailer. I need to check that out.
Really?
Yeah, I'll let you know if it's any good.
Well, I mean, I can watch it. I can watch it on camera after you get back.
All right. Yeah. What is the new Alien trailer called, John Hinckley?
Oh yeah. Anyway, while Randall's looking that out, so I'm glad that Slimer's back. And then I saw in another trailer, Randall, Dan Aykroyd, a.k.a. Ray Stantz, my favorite Ghostbuster. He's in some type of library, probably the New York Public Library, and that old, crusty librarian ghost bitch is back. I don't know why she's back, because, Randall, they like took care of her like in part 1 or part 2. Part 1, excuse me. So that's pretty cool that she's back. And then all the little Stay Puffs are back. Not the big Stay Puff, but the little mini baby Stay Puffs, because they were kind of cute from Afterlife. So, yeah. And I love that all the original old Ghostbusters are back. And it looks like from the trailer, guys. It looks like, how like in Afterlife, Randall, they only had like, little cameos here and there. It looks like they have more of a significant part. Like they're more implied. They're more like to the story, And I guess it's like they've already done like a passing of the torch, and the firehouse is back with a thunder. Oh yeah, and Randall, I hate to say it, but Visions. I don't know if you started putting like some like behind the scenes up on YouTube. And I saw Jason Reitman, the son of Ivan Reitman, he on someone's YouTube channel. I don't know what YouTube channel. So I was editing one day, and I sometimes watch and listen to other people's streams. You guys, while I'm editing, Randall does the same thing. He'll be working on Fearsman, and he'll put Fearsman in a Fear stream on the background. I do that sometimes too. I'll have Casey Neistat in the background while I'm editing. Sometimes I listen to music. So, Randall, I'm just like thumbing through tons of videos, and I guess because I'm a big Ghostbuster fan, I've watched a lot of Ghostbuster movies in the past. YouTube gives you suggestions, so check this out, Visions. All of a sudden, nowhere, my eye just catches a video. And I go, oh, shit, what the hell is this? I look down on it, right, Randall? And it's Jason Reitman and what's his last name? What's Paul's last name, Randall? Paul, that actor, Paul, whatever his name, they're doing a tour. Paul Rudd. They're doing a tour of the firehouse. They recreated all the floors of the firehouse, Randall, and they built it on a sound stage. So they're not using the actual one in New York, except for I guess they're using the actual one for the outside shots. But they built
that firehouse actually wasn't a firehouse. It was actually a Chinese food restaurant. And the top level was all Chinese food. It was good. I liked it.
Randall.
I've actually eaten there. It was a good meal. Good sushi.
Damn you, Randall.
Fish thrown around. It was good. Yeah.
Shame on you. Shame on you. You are bringing up that 2016 bullshit.
What are you talking about?
Original. Randall, you were playing with my emotions. You're going to play with my emotions and we're best friends? I love you like a brother and you're going to do this to me? Huh? We've been through thick and thin, Randall. And you bring up that Chinese bullshit crap from the 2016 horrible shit garbage movie. Oh my! I don't believe it.
What are you talking about? It was great. It was all women,
Listen, the women were hot. I'll give them that, and they are comedic genius. But why?
You said you had a big, huge crush on Leslie Jones.
You had
a huge crush on her.
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones. You were like, oh man, if I could have one night with Leslie Jones.
Yeah, she's hot. I would listen, Randall. Any of those Ghostbuster women, I have mad respect for all those Ghost women. Yeah. Leslie Jones, Kristen, whatever the hell her name is, Melissa, they're all hot. If I could have a night with any of those chicks,
you could have a night with Melissa McCarthy. Oh man, that'd be.
Listen, Randall, I know she's a little chubby, but she's got a funny personality. I totally would go on a date with her. I'm not even kidding. She's pretty hot. She's pretty cute. Mm-hmm. Randall, it doesn't always have to be tits and ass supermodel, I'm just saying. That's not true, John. Fears will not fuck anything that moves. I do have some preferences, Anyway, what I was trying to say, Randall, because you rudely interrupted me, my friend, and bringing up the 2016.
I was just answering your question.
You know what, Randall? I'm so tired I forgot. What was the question? I forgot.
Did you know that they changed the firehouse and they did not use it? They did not use the actual firehouse. Now they built a soundstage for it.
Oh, that's right. Well, I was telling Visions that video caught my eye, Visions, and I'm going to get back to what I'm looking forward to on the movie. So I'm editing Visions, and I was actually, Randall, I'm almost done with the fucking Titanic video. So Visions, I'm editing away. And then, like I said, sometimes I'll listen to someone else's stream or my stream or Casey Neistat video, whatever. Just whatever. I've even sometimes listened to Randall streams in the background. And all of a sudden on my YouTube, it just pops up movies. It refers movies. And Randall, I swear to God, Randall, quit mimicking me. All right? I'm really excited. Don't troll me, Randall. You're supposed to be on my side. I get enough trolling. So, Randall, I'm super excited. They did use some shots of the real Ghostbuster firehouse in New York, but they did it like the old school movie, just the outside shots. They recreated the first, second, and third floor, the entire inside, and they made it look exactly like how it looked like from the first one. Like Peter Venkman's desk, where he almost fell, Randall, when he hopped over that railing, Yeah. And he's like, hey, I'm Walter Peck. I'm from the environmental. And he's like, great. How's it going down there? And he goes like that and fucking slimes all over Walter Peck. And he's like, are you Peter Venkman? And he's like, yes, I'm Dr. Venkman. He's like, exactly what are you a doctor of? And then that fucking hilarious guy with the beard and shit, he's like, I see. So now you catch ghosts. And he's like, yeah. He goes, you could say that. He's like, and how many ghosts have you caught, Mr. Venkman? I'm not liberty to say. And he's like, and where do you put these ghosts once you catch them? Into a storage facility. Randall, I could quote that movie all goddamn day, but people have lies.
This is like a book on tape, Carmine Ragu. Yeah.
Well, Fears is that big of a movie, fan. I have watched Ghostbusters 1 and 2 so many times. I've probably watched each one over 1,000 times. I shit you not. Anyway, my point that I was getting to was I'm watching this, Visions, and I'm just getting excited, Randall, because every single detail. Then that one chick comes in, whatever her name is, Phoebe, the girl with the curly hair that's playing Egon's daughter. I'm sorry, Egon's granddaughter. And she's like, oh, can I be part of the tour too? So she starts showing shit. And then they did like a basement set, Rando, with the containment unit. And then they had all the proton packs on the fucking wall, like charging. And then she said, what I really like, these sets are so detailed. She's like, when you put them on the rack, a red light comes on to mimic like they're charging. She goes, as soon as you lift the pack off the fucking wall, it turns green. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, this is going to be super detailed. And she literally said on camera, Randall, I'm not even kidding, that she said, this is the most detailed set of the firehouse. Way more detailed than part 1 and part 2 and Afterlife and all that shit. And I was like, oh man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So, hang on, Randall. Let me put it on me while you're having a phone call. So I'm really excited. I know Randall's trolling me, but listen, Randall, everybody, let me just geek out like a little kid in a candy store. When I saw that video Visions, I was like, oh, God, this is going to be fucking amazing. This is going to be fucking epic. This is going to be fucking brilliant.
Is it going to be epic? Is it going to be brilliant?
It is, Randall. It is. It is. So let me just have my fun, Randall. Let me just have my fun.
How epic and brilliant is it going to be, John?
That video that I watched the other day when I was editing, that set looks great. If I could live on that set, I would, Randall. If they could sell it to me and be like, listen, transport that set and build an actual firehouse building, and I would just put it somewhere in Missouri. So whenever I came back to like visit my family, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and live in there. You know, I can't believe somebody hasn't already done that, Randall. You would think a big Ghostbuster fan after all these years would be like, you know what? I'm gonna get the plans to the original firehouse and I'm gonna build it. You know, so one day, Fears, if I ever hit the jackpot. I swear to God, you think I'm crazy, Randall, and I hope the fans don't think I'm crazy. I just love Ghostbusters so much. If I ever hit the lottery, or if I ever like got like millions of subs like Mr. Beast or Casey Neistat, I would either buy that fucking Ghostbuster firehouse in New York. I'd be like, listen, I'll just buy this building and I'll build you guys another firehouse, because that's an actual firehouse, Randall, that they use. Like firefighters actually work and live in there. I'd be like, don't worry, guys. I'm going to take this off your hand, and I wouldn't care how much it costs. I'm like, I'm going to buy this fucking firehouse, and Fears would live in it, you know? And then I'll just build you guys another one, you know? Or I would recreate it, and I'd put it somewhere in Missouri, you know? So, yeah. That would be Fears' dream. Randall, I'm telling you, I will link you this. You've got to see it's like they took a tour. Some of the actors took a tour on the actual like set. And it's like 3 stories. And the really cool thing, Jason Reitman, I don't remember exactly what he said, Randall, but he said something to the effect of this. He said, in all the Ghostbuster films, we've only seen the upstairs of the firehouse one time. He said, it's in a couple of shots in number 2. You know, when they put the ooze in the toaster, Randall, and the toaster starts dancing, and then whenever when Ray and Egon were in like the dark room, and Vigo makes all those pictures set on fire, that's upstairs. But Jason said, in my next film, I wanted to show more of the upstairs. He goes, we've never seen anyone go from the second floor or the first floor up the stairs in the movie. So he said, I wanted to build a set 3 floors high, and he goes, I wanted to shoot someone actually going up to the second floor, going up to the 3rd floor in the firehouse, going on the fucking roof and shit. And he said, he goes, we just seen the stairs in the background, you know, but no, we've never seen anyone go up the stairs or down, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, no, once, Randall, once. In the first film, we saw Ray slide down the pole, and he's like, wow, this place is great. When can we move in? You got to try this pole. I'm going to get my stuff, you know? And then he's like, hey, we should sleep here tonight. You know, I'm going to try it out. You just see him run up the stairs, but you don't see what is upstairs. So we've seen one person one time run up those stairs, Randall. Yeah. That's true, Jason. He didn't direct it. He must have been a producer on it, because Randall and Jason, in that fucking behind the scenes, He must have been a producer on it then, Jason. He was in that tour of the fucking. He was in the tour, the tour video of that to show the set. So yeah. So yeah, I'm very excited. Very excited.
Yeah, the new Alien looks pretty good. It was directed by Fede Alvarez, who directed Evil Dead.
Did you find out the name of the new Alien film?
It's called Alien Romulus.
Oh wow. Well, I've seen them all and I've reviewed them all except for the very last Alien movie. In that dual pack, so I'm gonna watch that before I go and see the new Alien film. But you've seen one Alien film, Randall. You've seen them all, but I have thoroughly enjoyed. The only one I didn't like was the fourth Alien film. That one kind of sucked. But all the other Aliens. Oh, and I didn't like Prometheus. Prometheus and the fourth one. Those two suck. But all the other ones, 1 and 2 are my favorite. Oh my god, they're like classic 80s, like blow me up action films. Randall, there's fucking aliens are killing people. They're the other people are shooting aliens, killing aliens. I mean, it's like an all-out war, dude. Number 1 and number 2 for sure are my faves. So yeah, Randall, what's your favorite Alien film?
Aliens.
So that's number 2. That's number 2.
Yep.
Anyway, let me get back.
Cameron at the top of his game.
Let me get back to the chat, Randall, because I know I've missed some. But anyway, I know that was a long answer, but anyway, I'm looking forward to Slimer coming back. Walter Peck is back. That fucking asshole lawyer guy. He's back. So I'm kind of curious.
Why you casting aspersions on Walter Peck? He was just a guy doing his job.
Yeah, but he was a total bastard to the Ghostbusters, you know?
What did he say that was bad?
First of all, he tried to shut them down. Second of all,
they were running unauthorized equipment. You know, they weren't the Ghostbusters weren't FDA approved. You know,
you know that Walter Peck guy was a fucking bitch. So not only does he try to take them down,
he was just a guy trying to do his job.
Yeah, but he did it the wrong way around. He was a total dick. He was a total asshole. So so 2 things. He tried to ruin their business. Then Egon and Peter says, don't shut that machine off. I'm warning you. And what does that guy do? He shuts it off and he releases all those ghosts all over the city. So if he would have listened to them, all that chaos in the first one probably wouldn't have happened, or less chaos would have happened, you know?
Uh-huh.
So the guy's a total dick and he's a fucking asshole and he's an idiot for doing that, you know?
I feel like Walter Peck gets a bad rap.
I don't know.
I feel like he gets a bad rap.
Me, he's a bitch, but I can't wait to see what they've done with his character. Now, the actor that actually plays him, he's not a bitch, Randall, but the character is a bitch. But because the guy that plays the character is such a good actor, he was in Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2. He's good at playing villains because he plays a villain, not the main villain, but he plays a villain in Die Hard 1 and he plays a villain in Die Hard 2. He's a great actor. But he's really good at like playing like evil guys or like villains or bad guys or whatever you want to call them, you know. So,
Shadow Collector says, Randy, what did you think of the Crow reboot?
So
didn't see it, but I think the new one looks like shit.
So Randall, those few things I'm looking forward to: Little Stay Puffs, Walter Peck, obviously Slimer because he's one of my favorite ghosts. And I'll be honest, Randall, I actually love Stay Puffed, the big one, not the mini ones. I mean, the mini ones are okay, but this would be the order of my favorite ghosts. Stay Puft, Slimer, the mini Stay Puffs, and then it's a real quick ghost from number 2, right? I love that fucking hilarious, like, jogging guy. He's, like, jogging, and he's, like, checking his pulse and shit. And I'm like, you don't have a pulse, you fucking moron. You're a ghost. But he's running, and he's just checking his little pulse, and I fucking lost my mind of laughter because I'm like, well, at least, you know what? He's a ghost. I think that's the joke of it because he's dead and he's still trying to, like, go for a jog and a run, and he's checking his fucking pulse and shit. And then Peter dressed up like a bum, and then he pushes that button and he goes in the trap. So that's one of my favorite ghosts. And then obviously Vigo. Vigo's really good. I mean, I like Vigo
the Carpathian.
Yep, Vigo. So yeah, those are. I mean, I like all the ghosts, but those are some of my favorite. And then I like the Titanic joke. You know, I like the Titanic joke. Randall, are you making fun when I talk with my fingers and shit?
No, not.
Yeah,
No.
you bastard. Yeah, you are. Fuck you. I talk with my hands sometimes, Randall. I'm sorry. But I don't want my best
We
friend.
all do, Ferris. We all do.
Oh, but I don't want my best friend mimicking me, because then I'll feel awkward about it, So,
All right.
so Randall, did you watch it? Would you watch Aliens real quick while I was talking? Did you check it out? Did you like it?
Yeah, it looked good. Yeah, the cinematography was on point.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to end this live stream by myself, So before
we didn't get to the GoldFinger and the ThunderBall review.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm not going to end it yet. I said when I end it, I'm going to end it by myself, and before I end it, I'll watch the trailer. I'll watch the trailer because I'm excited because someone in the community told me about Aliens. I think it was you, Randall, and they're like, "Fears, you've never seen that?" I said, "I've seen bits of it, but now I've seen almost all of them except for the last one." So yeah, what's up, Chicken Wizard? He says, "Catching ghost is a man's job." It has nothing to do with women or men, Chicken Wizard. Just I don't think they should have fucked with a classic. I'm just saying, nothing against women. I think the women did a good job for what it is because there is some funny scenes in the remake, but the old one is a part of Fears' DNA in my childhood, and I mean everyone loves Ghostbusters, So I just don't like it when they fuck with like old shit. I don't mind a sequel if you're adding to a story. Great. Now some remakes are pretty good, like the Friday the 13th remake. I thoroughly enjoyed. The remake of that was actually pretty damn good. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, I thought this was going to be shit. It isn't shit. This is actually pretty good, So, what's up, heroes and villains? Heroes and villains. If I'm throwing the invite out, if you want to come, to Super RetroCon, tickets are still on sale. So if you want to come and hang out this weekend, it's a 2-day con. It's going to be the biggest con of the year that Jeff puts on. You are more than welcome, brother. So yeah,
it's going to be bigger than Wrathacon. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, more like Alien. Oh shit! Did you see what Chicken Wizard wrote, Randall?
No, what did he write?
Well, read it. It's at the very bottom. Oh Lord, that hat and that shirt is a great match. Well, I like soccer and I hadn't worn it yet, and then I introduced this hat, about a month or two. But Larry, I have not worn this to Disney, so maybe on my next Disney trip, because now I can go to Disney for free because I invested in the in the little card, the little thing, the little pass. I think next time I go, I'm gonna wear this. So I like soccer, Randall. It's not my favorite sport in the world, but I like soccer. So yeah, hockey's my fave. I love hockey. Randall, if you had to pick your favorite sport, what's your favorite sport? What do you think? Favorite sport, my friend.
Female oiled up wrestling. That's my favorite sport.
That's a good sport, Randall. I love it.
Mud wrestling, that's good too. Yeah.
I mean, that's a good one. Randall, be serious. Fucking mud wrestling. Are you? Oh my Lord.
I don't like sports fairs.
But if you had to pick one, what's your favorite?
Cricket. I don't know.
That's a good one. I played cricket before with my British family. Had a cameo on Big Bang. Oh, yep, I remember that. Yeah. So, yeah. I didn't even know they did a reboot of The Crow, Jason, if I'm being honest. By the way, Randall, I have some sad news. I'm only at 42 steelbooks, and Jason is at 117. So I'm quite behind my friend. I thought I had more.
So he just drop-kicked your ass in the steelbook department.
I mean, that's a good way to put it, Randall. I'm not saying it mildly. But he's the winner so far. But his title will be crushed one day. Probably not anytime soon, but one day it will be crushed. But you know what?
Yeah.
It's a nice, friendly competition. Me and Jason are friends. We have had our disagreements in the past, but I'm glad that we're friends again. And Randall, only a couple weeks away, and Jason is going to be a father. Little Blakey is on the way. So yeah. I don't know if you've congratulated him yet, but
my friend Freddie kicked your friend Jason's ass. Yeah.
That's bullshit, Randall. No, don't even go there. That was a tie. Don't even go there. They're both
Freddie
alive.
rules. Freddie rules.
Listen, I will take the Freddy DVD and wipe my ass with it, Randall. Fuck that noise, man.
You
And
can't, Pierce. You gave all 6 parts to me.
Oh, no, I've got them on Blu-ray, Randall. I like Freddy, but Jason, don't even go there.
Freddie
Jason
rules. Yeah.
Jason Voorhees is way better than fucking Freddy any day. Don't even go there. Jason got some of his fingers cut off. His mask was so fucking bloody by the end of that movie. He just walks out of the lake like it was nothing. You know, but Freddy's still tough too. Freddy was just a head. He looks over at the camera and gives a little wink. So they're both still alive. So no one died. It's a duel. You know, they were dueling it out. It's a tie, Randall. It's a tie.
What position did you play in cricket? Larry Tate asks.
There's a couple of positions, Larry. I haven't played it in a long time, but when I played it with my cousins, the last time I played it was a couple of days before my cousin Samantha's wedding back in 2011. We went for not a month, but almost a month. My cousin Samantha said, we really want the American side of the family to be in the wedding, and she wanted me and my brother to be ushers, and then my dad, he loved photography like me, and she asked my dad, hey, Uncle John, would you take some photos at our wedding? And my dad's like, yeah, sure, no worries. And so everybody got a job, but her husband likes cricket, and he likes rugby. So he went up to me and my brother and said, have you guys ever played rugby or cricket? And I said, I'll be honest. I don't want to say his name on camera because I don't want trolls messaging him. He's a really good guy. My cousin Samantha really married a really good guy. Very nice guy, very nice gentleman. They've got a bunch of kids now, Randall. And I looked at him and said, I've watched cricket, but I've never played. I said, me and my cousin Andrew and Samantha, I said, when we were young, I said my cousin Andrew played rugby all the time. So I played more rugby. But I said, I've never played cricket. He said, do you want to? He goes, a couple of days before the wedding, me and a bunch of my buddies, he goes, you and your brother invited to my bachelor party, Fears. And I was like, oh, sweet, thanks. I'm like, I know we've just met, because that was the first time I met my cousin Samantha's husband. And he was like, oh, yeah. He's like, you guys are all the way from America. So he's like, Samantha. Well, he called his wife Sam, but I know her by Samantha. So he was like, yeah, he goes, Sam's told me so much about you and your brother and your mom and your dad, and you guys seem like nice people. We should go play. And I said, yeah, you're going to have to teach me the rules because I've watched people play it, but I've never played. He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, it's easy. So I played 2 positions, Larry. He taught me how to throw the ball, so I was a pitcher. You have to run up, you throw the ball, it hits the ground, and then it bounces up, and then the batter hits it. So I did that, and then I played out in the outfield. There's like 4 or 5 positions in the outfield, so it's like baseball, but I'll be honest, I've forgotten all the rules, Randall, but I've only played it once, Larry, but he let me play 2 positions. But yeah. Oh, well, technically 3 because I got to bat too. So yeah. What's up, the greatest emperor? But yeah. Randall, is that your fake account? Right when I said the greatest emperor, you smiled. Is that you trolling, Randall? No. Is that your fake account, Randall? Huh? Is it? No. Is it?
No, because you got the name wrong. It's Shao Kahn, the greatest emperor.
Well, Randall, I just abbreviated. I just said the greatest emperor. It's still,
not good enough. Not good enough.
It's still part of his fucking name, Randall. You know?
No.
But anyway, Larry, I played those 2 parts. So, all right. Randall, let's get to the topics. What do you want to start with? Do you want to start with
ThunderBalls?
Do you want to start with the Bond films? Do you want to start with the photography? Or do you want to start with your topic? Because Randall wanted to talk about something too. So, what do you want to start with?
All right, let's talk about GoldFinger.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So, Fears, I bought the entire series. The other series is down there, but this is 1962 to 1977. So, Randall, so far I've watched Dr. No, From Russia with Love, now GoldFinger, and ThunderBall. So tonight I'll probably watch You Only Live Twice and Our Majesty's Secret Service. So GoldFinger is, I don't know if you know, Randall, but GoldFinger is the first time they introduced James Bond's Aston Martin, the silver car. Epic. And it's one of my favorite scenes. It's got an ejector seat in it in Goldfinger, machine guns on both sides, tear gas, oil slick. What else? Tear gas.
Vibrator seat, vibrating seat.
I mean, that would help, Randall. Whenever he's banging those sexy Bond chicks, wouldn't that be nuts, Randall? He's like fucking some chick in the front seat. He pushes a button, all of a sudden a fucking dildo like pops out and inserts right into her ass. I'd be like, oh shit, Q, you thought of everything. Wink, dink, dink, right in there. Like, get the dildo up her ass, Randall. I mean, really, like, get it up so hard in her ass that like blood starts, spewing out a little bit. I mean, girls are into that kinky shit, Randall. I'm just saying. Not all girls, but some girls. But anyway, that's my favorite scene, Randall. What's your favorite scene in Goldfinger? I love when Q introduces the car for the first time. That's my favorite scene. What about you?
I like the part where Q shows him some weapons.
Yeah.
And then like the weapons, do funny stuff.
Well, that's the same scene that I just said, Randall, because he does the weapons first, and then he does the fucking car at the end of that scene. So
yeah, I like the scene where James Bond is put in mortal danger, and then he has to figure a way out.
Taking it seriously, All right, that's it. You're gone. I've had enough. I've had enough. Randall's not taking it seriously. Fuck him. I didn't think I'd have to boot my good friend off the chat, but anyway, listen. I couldn't take his shit anymore. I was just like, dude, if you're not gonna like produce anything, then fucking, the hell with it, Anyway, I'm sure I'm gonna get tons of shit for it. Hey, guess what? I was totally joking around, and I'm gonna invite Randall back into the chat. So yeah. So Randall, where are you? Come back. Come back. Oh shit. Randall actually left. I was literally about to bring him back in. I hope he's not pissed. Oh shit, hang on. I was joking. I was just joking, but oh Lord. Lord Randall. I'm starting to get nervous now. I didn't mean to break his heart. I don't think I broke his heart. I think Randall's just joking around. Or I hope. Hang on. Oh Lord. Hang on. There he is.
I like the scene where
Randall, I was totally joking.
Lying on the table and a laser is about to cut him in half. And
that's a good scene. Randall, I was totally joking around. I knew eventually you were going to tell me your favorite scene. I was just playing around, buddy. But for a split second, I was like, oh, shit, did I really piss off Randall? No. Yeah. No, I do like that scene. Like, the bad guy is obsessed with gold. And he's like, oh, check out my newest toy, Mr. Bond. It can cut through anything. This laser can cut through steel, aluminum, even gold.
They don't say aluminum in Britain, John. They say aluminium.
That's true. That's aluminium. True. But the villain in Goldfinger is an American. I also like the scene, Randall, where he's sitting poolside and he's got that microphone like in his ear and he's basically cheating. Mm-hmm. And trying to pull a fast one on James Bond. I'm like, you are such a fat fucking idiot. I'm like, James Bond already knows your little fucking scam because he goes, oh, I'll be right back. And then he goes up into the apartment and sees the lady looking through the binoculars, spying on his cars. And he's like, oh, let's not have any of that, So, yeah. So those are my two favorite scenes, Randall. What's another favorite scene of yours? So you like when the laser almost cuts his balls off. Literally the laser is going in between his legs. So, yeah. So what's another scene you like?
The chick with the gold all over her. That's pretty hot.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, she dies.
You,
but
you got to wonder whether she just golded just the areas around her bikini line or if she decided to just make it gold all over,
Well, actually, she doesn't mean to do that. I mean, they killed her. It's supposed to be like gold dust, but obviously it's gold paint. But they kill her off, and when I watched it, I was like, dude, she's so hot and sexy. Like, dude, the villain is that fucking evil. Like, just because she gave James Bond a little bit of information, he just kills her off. That's how obsessed he is with gold. Randall, if you had to rate the film, 1 being the worst James Bond film ever, or 10 being the best, what would you rate it? I'm going to give it an 8.5 because there were some boring parts in it. So an 8.5 for Fears. What about
I'm gonna
you?
give it a 9. It's one of the classic quintessential James Bond films of all time.
It is. It is.
I mean,
it is.
yeah.
Randy is a feisty little feller tonight. I know Chicken Wizard. He's pulling out all the stops tonight. You know, I almost blocked his ass. Randall, do you realize this? I was seconds away from blocking. I was contemplating blockage tonight.
Blocking who?
You.
Oh, okay.
Because you just kept fucking with me. No, I'm just joking, Randall. I don't care. I don't care, buddy. I'm actually in a really good mood. Things have been going great the last couple of weeks and months. Things have been going fantastic. Work is going good. Life is going good. Mom seems like she's a lot happier, Randall. She's been visiting my dad a lot, and then she said, you know, my mom threw a little bit of like a memorial kind of birthday party for my dad. Mm-hmm. So she said, I really thought, she goes, at first I didn't want to do it, John, but you and my brother convinced me. And I said, I think you should do it. And my mom really enjoyed it. Some of my dad's like old co-workers came over. About 20 people came over. So friends, family, my dad's past co-workers, and they said they loved it. My mom put about a bunch of pictures all over the house of my dad. She already has pictures already all over the house, but she said she put up more. Then she made a cake for everybody, and I put some pictures up on. I made a TikTok video of like kind of like a tribute video. I haven't made one for my YouTube channel yet, but I'm going to. Of course, Quentin was like so negative. He's like, "You made it all about you, Fears," which casually I didn't, Randall. I didn't put any pictures of me in there except for that AI version of Fears Man. And he goes, "Why'd you put that in there?" I said, the only reason why I put that in there, and I was telling the honest to God truth, my dad actually thought Fears Man was fucking cool. He said, I love that you and Randall took your little project, Fears, and made it into a superhero. And my dad he didn't get to watch all 4. I think he only watched 1, 2, and 3. Because I think he... Oh, no, he got to watch 4. He didn't get to watch 5 because we're not done yet. But Randall, right when we finished 4 is when he got like really, 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 really sick, you know? Mm-hmm. So... But he thought it was great. But all the rest, I put in stuff that my dad liked. Like, he loved Enzo, so I put a bunch of pictures of Enzo in there. Obviously, I put family photos in there. And then I put my dad's grave in there. I put some military stuff in there. And then at the end, I put a picture of Fears Man. So I knew Quentin was going to shit all over it because he's just a negative person of anything that you do random on me. Oh, by the way, me and Quentin were kind of battling last night, Randall, in the Discord. He said, fuck Fears Man, fuck Randy's drawings. And I said, well, listen, me and Randy can do, I said, the reason why it takes so long is we produce quality over quantity, not the shit that you do, Quentin, in 3 days. And I said, I'm going to tell Randy. And he goes, go for it, Fears. Tell him. He goes, do you think I give a fuck about Fears Man? So, Randy, what are your responses to this? I thought, oh, okay. Well, I said, Quentin told me to tell you. I said, I'm going to tell you. I said, because I don't give a rat's ass what Quentin thinks. So I said, I'll tell him.
Fuck my drawings.
That's what he said. He said, fuck Fears Man. Fuck your drawings. And I was just like, let's see if I can find what I actually said so he doesn't call me a liar. I'll read it word for word.
Fuck my drawings, amigo. Yeah.
Oh, man, he was going nuts. Oh, man. So, hang on. Let's see here. Let's see. What was the whole thing that he said?
But deep down, Quentin loves my drawings. He loves them.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't, Randall. Let's see here.
No, he said right here, Randy has the greatest drawings. I will never be able to match Randy's quality. I'm sorry, Randy. Pardon the disrespect. Have a nice day.
Right. I don't know what I don't know what universe you live, but Quentin would never say something like that. He'd have to be.
That's a cool guy. He's just
he'd have to be human. He says, "Why would I give a fuck what you tell Randy?" And I said, and then he said, "Fears Man is a shit cartoon. Not even Randy wants to work on it." Well, I know that's false. And I said, "Trust me." I said, "He cares." And he says, Randy has better things to do than work on your weird little fart fetish cartoon. First of all, I don't have a fart fetish. Just farts are funny in general, you know? And I said, Randy loves Fears Man and Cameo Man. I said, I don't have a fetish. I said, It's just farts are funny. I said, anyway, I said, I'll let you get back to your shitty book. Because apparently he was reading some anime bullshit book, and he was really proud that he was reading some book. And I was like, I don't give a flying fuck about your little bullshit anime book, you know, probably made for a 4-year-old. I mean, Quentin talks like an 11-year-old. So, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, he was saying some Mondo shit. Randall, be honest. What do you got to say about all this? He said, fuck Fears, man. It's shit. It's garbage. What do you think?
I don't give a shit.
Well, that's good, because I don't give a shit either, you know? So, yeah. But I couldn't believe it. I was like, Randy is really good at drawing. The reason why I have Randy do it is because I can't draw worth a shit. I'm not lying about that. I've done a couple of little doodles like when I was a kid, but there's a difference between actually good drawings and me just fucking doodling around, you know, in a sketch pad. So, yeah. Oh, he even said that he had a sketch pad, Randall, which I didn't believe him. He's like, show me Randall's drawings, and I'll compare it to my sketch pad at home. I was like, that is the biggest lie, Quentin. You don't have a fucking sketch pad. I'm like, what the fuck is he going to draw?
Can you tell me the date and time when he said this? Because I'm going to look at this up.
It's in the photo images section, Randall, of LC's Discord.
Oh, the memes and shit?
No. It says photos-images.
Oh, okay.
So it's in there. I don't remember the time, but it was a big conversation. So at the end of our stream, take a gander, because I was laughing. I was laughing all the way to the book. I tried to stand up for you. I stood up for Cameo Man and Fears Man, because you and me both love Cameo and Fears Man. But I was just like, I know why he's doing this. He's just doing this to start some shit. So anyway, he's dead wrong. So I don't want to break the eternal peace that Fears has had over the last couple of weeks. So I'm just going to shut my mouth and we'll move on. Yeah. Let's get back to GoldFinger. I would rate it an 8.5, Randall. What do you think? You said you said
it's a 9. It's a 9. It's one of the classic Fear Band. I mean, one of the classic James Bond.
Are there any scenes in it that you don't like, Randall?
No, not really. I thought it was a great film. I mean, from what I remember, again, I've never seen it since the 90s, so it's been a while.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen it, but now that I've got them all on Blu-ray, and the way I found out about that big case is Sega one day was going nuts about, hey, Fears, I know you've got some on DVD, like on your shelf, and I recently took out all the James Bond DVDs, and I put them over there because either tomorrow or after the convention, I'm going to go to Goodwill and give all those James Bond DVDs away so somebody else can enjoy them, because now I've got them all on Blu-ray. And Sega was telling me about it a couple months ago, and he's like, Fears, I can't believe you don't have them all. He's like, you've got British blood. I said, Sega, I love James Bond. Apparently not, Fears, because you don't have them all on Blu-ray. I said, yet, Sega. I haven't got them yet, but I will. I said, I'm working, and whenever I put some money aside, I said, Sega, I like to find all this stuff out in the wild. Well, Walmart finally put them all on Blu-ray, and it was on the rack a few days ago, and I got it. You know, so I was like, I don't think Sega was mad at me. He just couldn't believe that I hadn't seen them all. And I said, Sega, I've seen almost all the James Bond films. And I told him, I said, the ones I have watched, I haven't watched them in order. This will be the first time, Randall, that I watched the entire series in order. What's your favorite James Bond film of all time, Randall? Like, of all time?
Ooh, of all time.
Mine's Moonraker. I love Moonraker. It's so cool. It's got everything. Lasers, space, fighting, sexy women in it, tons of gadgets that he has. One of the best, he has that dart gun that looks like a wristwatch, and he kind of does like a Spider-Man, and when he goes like that, a dart shoots out of the gun off his wrist, kills the guy at the end, and then he releases the guy out into space, and that guy's fucking dead. So that's my favorite. What about you?
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, take your time.
Let me see.
I do appreciate you saying he says it's important to have a happy mother. I want my mother to be as happy as possible. Obviously, she's down because of the death of my dad and the death of my grandma, Fears. I miss them both. men deal with mourning differently than women. Obviously, my mom had a deeper connection with my dad because she was married to him. I love my dad, and we had a very, very strong bond, you know. But obviously, my mom's gonna have a stronger bond with my dad. But I miss the shit out of both my grandma Fears and my dad. I think about them all the time, and I send them prayers and blessings every day. I mean, Randall, I shit you not. If I could snap my fingers and have my dad back forever, or at least for 5 more minutes, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Well, my favorite Daniel Craig one is Casino Royale.
Oh, that one's good. That one's good. Well, I mean, what is that your favorite one of all time? Like, you don't have to break down your favorite ones with the different actors playing. Just what's your favorite Bond film of all time?
Casino Royale, I'd say.
It is a good one. Larry
There's a
King,
lot of good witty one-liners. I like the one-liners that he gives. You know, they're really memorable.
One of the best one-liners is that's kind of like a prequel, Randall. That one shows him getting 00 status, and it's like one of his very first missions, you know? Mm-hmm. If not his first mission, and it's the first time he says vodka martini, and then like some big fat waiter says, and how would you like it? Shaken or stirred, and he goes, does it look like I give a damn? Because normally his response is vodka martini, shaken but not stirred. And the big fat waiter guy goes, Daniel Craig walks up and says, vodka martini, please. Or he says something like that. And then the guy's like, would you like it shaken or stirred, sir? And he doesn't even look at the guy. He looks forward because he's like checking out some villain or whatever, Randall. And he goes, does it look like I give a damn? And then the waiter kind of like gives him like these googly eyes and then walks off and starts to make his drink. That's like one of the best one-liners ever, Randall. Does it look like I give a damn? Just fix my fucking drink, you know?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah, so what's one of your favorite old ones, Randall?
Old ones.
Larry says Fierce Man deserves to celebrate too. That's true. Well, Larry, it's not just Fears Man. I love Fears Man. I love Cameo Man, but obviously because I created Fears Man, I like Fears Man a tiny bit more. But I do love helping Randall out with his Cameo Man cartoons. Like, Randall, I remember the first time you called and said, Fears, I don't know what part I'm going to put you in for, but I want you in there. I said, I'll do whatever, Randall. I said, I'll voice act whatever you want. And you said, how about you be how about you be Ray's sidekick? Because Ray is his alter ego. I'm sorry, Cameo Man is his alter ego. His real name is Ray. And he said, let me show you. So Randall sent me some links to, I think the first few Cameo Mans you'd ever done, Randall. I watched them. I said, Randall, this is really good. I said, is this like your first animations ever that you did? I said, did you do these in film school? And I remember you said some of these I did during film school and some of them I did after film school. And even before. I went, oh, this is cool. And he goes, how about you portray Cody, the 16-year-old sidekick? Mm-hmm. And at first I was like, how do you want his voice, Randall? And at first I played him like a surfer, and you're like, Fears, just use your normal voice. And I was like, okay. Now Cody, I play him as an adult. Now Cody's like 18, because I've been voicing Cody for a while now. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So now Cody's like 18, 19, Larry. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've always loved them. But anyway, go ahead, Randall. What's one of your favorite old ones?
License to Kill. I have to say License to Kill is my favorite one of all time.
Yeah, because his friend dies in that one, and his friend just got married to this like hot, sexy babe, and then it's got that hot girl in it, Randall, that plays in Mortal Kombat. What's her name? That Mexican chick.
Talisa Soto.
She is so hot, dude. And that must have been one of her first films because she looks like super young in it, like 23, 24. I mean, super young. But then when she did Mortal Kombat, she looked like she was in her 30s or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, that's a good one. I like License to Kill.
Yeah.
And there's another famous actor in it. There's the two baddies, the two bad villains. Mm-hmm. There was the bad guy that played one of the Fratelli brothers out of Goonies, And then the other guy played the remake of Wolfman. What was that other actor's name, Randall?
I don't know.
It's those two guys. I can't remember their names, but yeah.
Talisa Soto is actually from Puerto Rico.
She's hot.
Yeah.
All right, so she's not Mexican. I'm sorry. She's Puerto Rican. Doesn't matter. She is smoking hot. Oh, my Lord. Let's see. Dan Aykroyd says, I rarely and hate to disagree with the great Randini, but Timothy Dalton is the worst Bond. Oh, shit. Randall, your response?
I think he's the best Bond. I really got to say. Sean Connery, he's good, but he was never like in tip-top shape to where he could actually take somebody on. Obviously it's a bunch of stunt doubles and stuff. So, Timothy Dalton, he was in good shape. He's got a great British accent. He's a cool guy.
I mean, I like every single person that's played James Bond because they all have their great qualities, but my faves are Daniel Craig, Sean Connery, and I like Roger Moore.
I like Rowan Atkinson. I think he did a good job. Yeah.
Roger Moore, Randall, not Rowan Atkinson's the guy that played Mr. Bean. But Mr. Bean is in a James Bond film. I can't remember which one is he in. He's super young in it, and I think he did the James Bond film before he even created Mr. Bean. But Rowan Atkinson is in one of those James Bond films. He's one of the old ones, like the 70s or 80s ones, but it was like right before he made Mr. Bean, I believe.
I remember him as
he's in one of them. I know he is.
Yeah.
But I don't remember which one though. Yeah, so do you remember which one though, Randall?
I'm looking.
He's in one of them. I know he is. He doesn't play like a villain. He plays like
He was in Never Say Never Again.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So he's in it, and he's not a bad guy. He kind of helps James Bond out. So he's like not really a sidekick. He's just someone that James Bond bumps into, and he's like, oh, yeah. He's like, I'll help you, Mr. Bond. But he doesn't play a villain in it. He's kind of like a middleman type of guy, He kind of helps James Bond out. Randall, who are you typing to? Are you typing to Quentin in the Discord?
I'm looking up Rowan Atkinson Bond.
Oh, okay. I thought you were typing to Mr. Quentin in the Discord,
No.
Because Quentin's always ready for
Johnny English. He wasn't a Bond. He was Johnny English. That's Rowan Atkinson's version of Bond.
Yeah, it's his kind of like Austin Powers kind of version.
Clinton, I am not giving it away.
Oh wow! I knew it, Rand. I knew you guys were fighting in the Discord. Oh, Lord. So what's the idiot saying now, Randall? What is it?
I was joking, Pierce. I
thought you were honestly fighting with the dickhead because Quentin's always ready for a good fight. In his annoying 11-year-old voice. Hey, Fears. I think Fears Man's the worst, buddy. I'm like, oh, fuck you, Quentin. Who cares? Idiot. I love it. Well, remember back in the day, this is the last thing I'm going to say. Remember he was like so proud. I did it in 3 days, Fears. Fuck Randall. I can make a cartoon in 3 days. Fuck you guys. And I'm like, yeah, your fucking cartoon is shit. Me and Randall both almost puked our brains out because I was laughing that hard. He was so excited. I did it in 3 days, Fears. I'm like, good for you, shithead. Great. That's good for you. That's good, And then I showed it to you.
Johnny English? You ever see any of the Johnny English?
I've seen the first Johnny English where the guy tries to be king or whatever, and Johnny English has to retrieve the royal jewels and all that. I've never seen the second one though, but the first one is hysterical. I mean, he basically ripped off tons of James Bond films, and he took bits and pieces of Austin Powers, and he made Johnny English. Johnny English
They made a bunch of bits and bobs.
Little bits and bobs. British people say bits and bobs and bits and pieces. Like my cousin Andrew, I've heard him say bits and bobs and bits and pieces like all the time. So, yeah. So I didn't even create bits and pieces, Randall. So yeah. Usually the great Fears isms, I've took someone's saying and then I've slightly changed it a bit, So yeah. So, all right, Randall, let's go into ThunderBall. You start
I don't
this one.
remember ThunderBall at all. You're gonna have to bring me back up to speed on that one.
So ThunderBall is basically that villain. He's obsessed with like underwater stuff. Like he's obsessed with the ocean. He's obsessed with like fishing, and basically he's trying to like do all these smuggling deals with fishes to make shitloads of money. And Bond has to go in.
Why is it called ThunderBall?
I don't know why it's called ThunderBall. To be honest, I don't know why. But there's a lot of like underwater sequences in the film, and I'm sure they use stunt doubles, but I'm sure they use Sean Connery underwater at some point. There's tons of sharks in it, tons of ocean life, fishes, piranhas, tons of sharks in it. So
I like License to Kill because that famous guy that's in Las Vegas a lot, he gets ground into a grinder and shit.
Yeah.
They got a scene where they fire a bazooka at him, and then like the Mack truck like goes on its does a pop a wheelie.
So Randall, the guy that got into the grinder, he's the same guy that did the remake of The Wolfman. I don't know his acting name. He's a big actor, and he's been in some of the Marvel movies. He's the guy that plays the Collector in the Marvel universe. He plays the Collector, where in Guardians of the Galaxy, you see his collection get destroyed, but before his collection gets destroyed, he's got collections of species and artifacts throughout the entire universe and all the galaxies and shit. And I do not know his fucking name, but he looks super young in that James Bond
film. Del Toro.
The what? I can't.
It's not Benicio. Oh, maybe it is Benicio del Toro. Oh, dang. No, I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about...
That's the guy that gets into the grinder. The same guy that gets into the grinder is the same guy that played in the remake of The Wolfman. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, okay.
Like, what's his acting name? Because the other guy that plays the main villain in License to Kill is one of the Fratelli brothers. Not the bald guy that has the...
Robert Davi.
Yeah. Yeah, because Robert Dowdy, he's in the first Die Hard movie too.
Yeah.
So he's good at playing funny characters, but he's also good at playing villains. Because him is one of the Fratelli brothers. I mean, he plays a good villain in there. Then he plays a good villain in License to Kill. He's played a lot of villains in his career, but he's also been in a lot of like comedies too. So he's good at comedy. Because Goonies is a comedy too, but he played a bad guy in a comedy. But I mean, he can do both. He can do comedy and he can play villains and shit, you know. So he's double dipping, Randall. He's double dipping.
Mm-hmm. Wayne Newton was the guy that I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, Wayne Newton. Yeah, Wayne Newton plays he's like a fraud in the movie. He's playing like this like heavenly saint guy, like asking for donations and shit. But then really it's a cover up because their drug smuggling deal or whatever is on that land, and underneath like his little sanctuary is like their fucking operation and shit of like their drug smuggling thing. It's a big ordeal, and like the people he's on the show singing and dancing and all his donations because he's supposed to be like this preacher type of guy, like this heavenly guy, like he believes in Jesus and all that stuff. But all that's a front, and all the donations go to fund their drug smuggling thing. So Bond has to take the two villains down plus Wayne Newton. I think that was Wayne Newton's first film.
Yeah. Before that, he was the creator of Fig Newtons. You know,
that's funny.
You ever seen that? Like, it's not a cookie; it's a Fig Newton.
I've seen the commercial, but I didn't. He didn't make that up, did he?
Yeah, he made Fig Newtons. That's why it's got the last name Newton.
Are you being for real, Randall, or are you fucking with me?
No, I'm fucking with you.
I was like, there's no way that he made that shit up, Randall. No way.
I used to have Fig Newtons all the time. Those were delicious.
Oh, good. Oh, I love it. Crackpot said, "Hey, Fears, nice angry freaking vlog tonight, Fears. Dude, you need help." I'm not angry whatsoever. I was joking around. You guys know when Fears gets mad. You know when I'm mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm just joking around with my best friend. And he says, I like how Randy has to read the chat for you. Dude, it's called an annual pass. He's gone manic again. I'm not manic. I knew it's an annual pass. I just had a brain fart and I forgot what it was called. I know it's an annual pass. It's called a joke, buddy. I'm not manic. I'm not mad at all. I was joking around with Randall. Me and Randall bust each other's balls and play practical jokes on each other, and we give each other shit all the time. That's what guys do. I was joking around. Apparently, I can't joke with my best buddy. So, Randall, apologies for actually joking around with you. I was totally joking around.
How dare you joke around with me, Fears?
I know.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, apparently I can't joke around. Oh, Lord.
El Bustin, El Balzo, mi amigo.
Oh, you know what, Randall? I'm just reading from the Discord. Apparently, Visions, you did not see. Hopefully, Visions is still here. Visions did not see an early show of Ghostbusters. The dude said in the Discord, well, the dude, I didn't hear that he was going to go see that movie. The dude said, LOL, he literally said he was going to see Knox Goes Away. That's the trailer for Ghostbusters. Come on, man. Yeah, but here's the thing. I did not know. I didn't see the comment of him going to see that movie. So Visions just posted a picture of one of the young Ghostbusters shooting a proton pack on the screen. So, and Visions was pointing to it. So I thought he went and saw like an early showing of it. You know? So, excuse me, the dude. I had no idea. I had no idea. I did not know that he was going to go see that other film, the dude. So I apologize. I mean, I was like, okay, he went and saw an early showing of it. I mean, some theaters do that. That's why I was like, well, they didn't show an early one in Florida, but yeah. Anyway. Larry says, no homo, but your duds look amazing. Best fit ever. Well, thanks, buddy. I try to color coordinate my outfits. So, yeah. All right, Randall. So, if you had to rate Thunderball from what you remember, I'm going to give it, there's a lot of boring sequences in it, so it's not my favorite James Bond film. The underwater shit's cool. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, Randall. It's not my fave. It's not my fave.
I'm going to give it a 6 since I can't remember anything specific from it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, just it being James Bond gives it at least a 6.
Yeah, exactly.
But I can't remember jack shit from Thunderball, so
really, a lot of it happens in water, underwater, near water, because the villain is obsessed with like fishing. He's obsessed with fishing. My favorite scene is when the villain gets killed at the end. James Bond sneaks onto his yacht. Like they punch each other back and forth, and then the sexy James Bond woman shoots him in the back, either with a dart or like a swordfish gun or whatever, or a harpoon or something. I can't remember what it is. And he falls on the controls to operate the boat, and his arm gets stuck on like the steering wheel, and James Bond can't get him off in time. And he goes, he's on the controls. We got to get the hell out of here. So him, James Bond, like a sister and his sidekick, he jumps off the boat, and then him and the sexy lady jump off the boat, and he grabs a life raft, and they jump off. He inflates the raft. They get in the raft, and then the boat crashes into something, and then I can't remember what the boat crashes into, and then the villain in the boat like pretty much die, and the boat explodes into a million pieces. So, and I was like, well, that's a good villain death. So I also like that scene too, Randall. But they shot it in like beautiful locations. Guaranteed they shot it like in Hawaii and the Bahamas and all that shit, because there's like beach and sand and water and ocean just everywhere all through that fucking movie. I don't know exactly where they shot it, but they shot in a lot of tropical places, Randall. So, yeah. All right, Randall. Before we talk about photography, is there any topic that you want to talk about? I always save some room in the stream because Randall's my buddy. What's a topic that you want to talk about, Randall?
Nothing. Let's talk about photography.
You sure there's nothing that you want to talk about? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Randall, I'll let you start the topic of photography. The reason why I picked it, when we went to Collins, there was a lot of photography classes. I like both photography and film, but what is it about photography that you like so much? Why is it one of your passions?
Well, I mean, cinematography is really my passion, but photography is also pretty good because, it's simple. You don't need to do a lot of work for it. You just go and just click off a picture, and there's so many details and variables like ISO and depth of field and composition and ASA and all that. And it's fun to, one of the things that I do that a lot of people don't realize is that I like to crop my pictures. Like sometimes there'll be some dead space on like the sides or the top or the bottom. I just go into the crop tool and I just crop it out. And that's a secret to a lot of the good photos I take. So what about you, Fears? What do you like about photography?
Well, all you just said, I totally agree. It's simple, Randall. It's fun to take photos. I do crop some of my photos, but I like it for a couple of reasons. One, I love that my dad was into photography, and my dad and my grandpa inspired me to do not only film, but photography. My dad bought me a little disposable camera when I was a kid, and that's kind of where it started. My grandpa loved filming the family videos. With that, I wish I could remember that he had a big, well, at the time, Randall, it was a big, expensive camera for the 80s and 90s. Now, you could probably find it on eBay for like $20 because the thing was so heavy, you had to put it on your shoulder, and then you had the strap, because it was so big. But for back in the day, it was a high-tech video camera. So my grandpa would give me the camera sometimes, and he taught me how to shoot video on that. So they inspired me to do film and photography. So that's one reason why I like it. Two, I love posting on Instagram, Randall, but I post stuff. Not only do I post friends and loved ones, but I post things I'm into. So I post a lot of Blu-rays and steelbooks on there. I post all the convention shit that I go to. I post family pictures, whenever I'm with my family, or if my mom sends me pictures of her and my brother, or her and my dad doing something, or her visiting my dad, or her and Enzo, or whatever. I'll post those pictures too because I love my family. So I try and post pictures of everything in my life that surrounds my life, things I'm into, things I care about, shit like that. And I try to do the best photos I can whenever I put them on Instagram, So those are some reasons why I like it. Randall, do you remember any of our film school photography classes? Do you remember some of the projects? I don't know. Did you take those? Because I know at one time you switched over. You started with animation, and then you moved into film because you were like, you know what, I'm going to switch majors, So yeah. Do you remember any of those photo classes that we took? I do. I don't remember all of them, but I remember most of them.
No, I don't.
One of my favorite projects. I don't remember the I don't remember the class name. I think it was just photography 101. But I remember one of the projects was the teacher said, go out and just take a bunch of photos and make a photo slideshow, in video format. You know what I'm saying? So I remember just going out, and they said, you can take pictures of yourself. You can take pictures of objects. They said, whatever you want. They said, take pictures and try to make them the best photos. And so they said, put them in a slideshow and then present them to the class.
Yeah.
And
that was Photoshop class. Yeah.
It was either that. I mean, that was one of the classes that we did. So I remember that. But this class, I think, was just photography 101 or something like that. I remember she said, you can either print out the photos and show them to us. She said, or you can make it into a slideshow or whatever. And so I was just like, okay. And I said, I don't mind printing them off, but I said, I would rather just make a video of all my photos. And I don't remember what music I put it to, but I went out and took pictures of like things that I really like. So I went like home and took some pictures of my favorite movies. I know one of them was Ghostbusters in there, and then I went to a park and took some pictures of some ducks and animals because I like animals. And it was a beautiful day in some Arizona park. I don't remember what park it was. So I put a bit of everything that I like in there. I took a picture of coffee, because I like coffee, all that. So yeah. Let's see. Larry says, Randy Fears, would you rather take photos for Playboy or be a cameraman for a porno, or would you want to be an actor? Larry, Randall's asked me this question before, and I told him this. I'll give you the same answer that I gave Randall. I would be way too nervous to be an actor in a porno movie. Because if my mom ever saw it, she'd be like, John, you're better than that. What the hell are you doing in a porno? And I think it would like disgrace my family name, So I wouldn't mind working behind the scenes on one because I wouldn't be in the film, but I would never be an actor. Plus, I'm more private. Whenever I've done that act, like a sexual act to a woman, Randy, I don't get wild with it. It's just me and a woman in a bedroom, just having sex. I'm not really that wild. I keep all that stuff private. Mm. I would never have the courage to do it in front of a camera, let alone a camera crew. That to me, that would just be fucking weird. So,
usually it's pornos aren't like big studio productions. Like usually it's like the lighting guy and the cameraman, and that's about it.
Even that, right? I couldn't do it. But Larry, to answer your question, I would never be an actor in a porno. If I had to pick between the cameraman or taking photos for Playboy, I think it would be it'd be much cooler to take professional photos for Playboy, like at the Playboy mansion with the Playboy women. That would be a cool gig, Randall, because you would always be surrounded by hot, sexy women 24/7,
Yeah.
So
I agree. Same answer.
That's my answer, and I guess Randall agrees with me. So
yeah.
And now that Hugh Hefner's passed away, I don't even know. Didn't they sell off the Playboy Mansion? Randall? Isn't it gone?
I don't know. They say it's haunted.
All right. Well, there you go. So
although I heard it's like. I heard it smells really bad because Hef kept a lot of animals on the mansion grounds, and sometimes they would get into the mansion and they would shit all over the place.
Well, so, I remember. You remember that? What was that? MTV Cribs? I remember like Hef and a bunch of Playboy girls walked around and they did like this is my crib. Welcome to MTV Cribs, and they showed the entire grounds, and they didn't have a lot of animals inside the mansion, but they had animals like in animal cages all across the grounds. They had birds, pigeons, a chimpanzee. I mean, they had tons of animals on the ground. So, Randall, you're half right on that. They had animal cages on the grounds, not inside the actual mansion. But that thing had everything, because whenever they did a tour, they had like 3 or 4 hot tubs. Then they had like 2 or 3 pools, the mansion. Then they had like a guest house. And then inside the guest house, they had like a movie theater in the guest house, a workout room. Then they had another workout room in the actual mansion. Then they had a movie theater in the main mansion. I mean, they had a massive trampoline, a massive backyard, front yard, tons of garages where Hef kept his car collection. And then each of the Playboy girls could like park their cars. And I was like, this shit goes on forever, man. So, yeah. So, it looked pretty wild, Randall. Looked pretty wild.
Yeah, they sold it for $200 million. That's
so like a private resident. It's a private residence now. Does it have any? Because I was wondering. I'm like, once Hef is dead and he passed away a couple of years ago, I'm like, does the Playboy company still own it, or did they sell it off to somebody else?
Does
it say it online?
I'll let you know when I find it.
I'm just reading the Discord, and for some reason, Yakov said you're fired with Vince McMahon. I don't know. I don't know why he's saying that. Yeah, Yakov You're nuts. I'm not fired.
That's great. What are you talking about? He's a great guy.
He's cool.
He just likes chilling out, just having a good time.
He's cool sometimes. I'll be honest. Yakov has gotten better over the.
When is Yakov not cool?
Really, Randall? Oh my God, I could tell you some stories. Yakov has been a pain in the ass back in the day, but actually he's gotten better over the last year or two. So I've given him so many chances. I don't know if I could give him another chance, but Randall, I've gotten better. I've actually unblocked a couple people. I don't know his real name. In the Discord, he calls himself El Homo. I unblocked him. I unblocked Walter White, and Walter White said he's actually going to send me and you fan mail. So I've forgiven some people. Now, there's some people I cannot forgive, but I guess Yakov's joking around because Yakov, I still have my job. I'm going to work later on tonight. So I don't know what the hell you're on about. I don't know if he was saying you're fired because I like wrestling. I don't know what he's on about. So I'm going to just respond to him and give him an LOL because I don't know what the hell he's on about. So I responded with an LOL, Randall.
Yeah.
And it was that part when Vince McMahon was just going around screaming at people. I don't remember what matches was, but he was copying Donald Trump with the "you're fired," from the commercials. And
I'm looking at Playboy Bunny waitresses at the mansion in 2011. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, and then Crackpot Jenkins says, lots of anger tonight. Yeah, it's called a joke, Crackpot Jenkins, or whatever the hell your name is. Randy, I am zero mad. Obviously, I was kidding around with you. So they're giving me shit because I jokingly threw you out of the show. Crackpot Jenkins, he was gone for what? 2 minutes, Randall? You're back now. I was joking. around. Oh, and then he said I'm 100% mad. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. But whatever you want to believe. So anyway, I was joking. Anyway, so Randall, did you find out? Does the Playboy company still own it? Now that I
do not know. It doesn't say.
I mean, it would make sense, because he lived in it for. I know he had 2 Playboy mansions, Randall. Before he had the one in California, he had another one, I think, in New York, and then he sold that one, and then I think for most of his life he lived in the California one. Then he passed away, and it would make sense for the company to still keep the hot, sexy women at the Playboy mansion. But they could have sold it to a private owner now. I mean, I don't know. Or they sold it to a fan that loves Playboy. Or I really don't know. I really don't know. But, yeah, I would be curious. Let's see. Carmine says, think our boy is all horned up, buddy. I don't know what you're on about. Larry says it smells like fish. I like to see the real side of fears. Carmine, I always give the real side of fears, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has a Playboy mansion scene. I don't know what the hell they're on about, Randy. Larry says, Randy is so chill. You two are awesome. Well, yeah, I'm like, we're just playing around. I mean, obviously, I'm not. Why the hell would I be really angry at Randall? I have no reason to be angry at Randall.
Yeah, he's right. Once Upon a Time does have a Hollywood mansion scene.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Oh. I've seen parts of that, Randall.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah, because Brad Pitt's in it, right? Brad Pitt's in it?
Yeah.
And
so is your boy Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep. And then there's a guy that portrays Bruce Lee in it. I don't know that actor's name, but Brad Pitt's character was a real stunt man, and I guess he had some beef with Bruce Lee, or he didn't like Bruce Lee. He thought Bruce Lee was like super cocky. And he's like, you know what, Kato? I think that's a great idea. I think we should fight. He goes, I don't believe in all your karate shit. He goes, let's just do a simple contest. Who knocks the first person on their ass? And he goes, I don't know any karate. He's like, how about a good old-fashioned fist fight? So he's like, bring it on, Kato. And he pretty much knocks Kato, Bruce Lee, on his ass. Well, that's the only scene I've ever seen.
Never happened.
That's bullshit, Randall. That's the only scene I've seen.
In the movie it happened, but it never happened in real life.
But wasn't that based on a true story? I thought that movie was based on a true story about that stunt man's life or whatever.
Nope.
Again, I don't know, Randall.
A lot of it, you could say.
Because
I don't want to say it's based on a true story because they made a lot of shit up. It's like Inglourious Bastards in the fact where there's real people in it, but the facts and everything is totally fictional. Like in Inglourious Bastards, at the end they kill Hitler, and Hitler never got killed by anybody; he killed himself.
That's true. That's true.
It's not really based on a true story. It has real people in it. Same thing with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. At the end of one of, I almost gave spoilers away, but the end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is not how it historically happened.
It's based on a true story, and then they changed a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, well, that stuntman was a real person. Bruce Lee was a real person, you know.
Yeah.
So I thought that it was because I love stories that are based on true events, the actual events, and then they took the actual events and made it into a movie, or it's based on a true story. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
we've seen that one scene, Randall. And I think it's like in the trailer. So I'd love to sit down and watch that entire movie. Is it a good movie, Randall? Because I've only seen that one scene.
Yeah, I mean, you need to see all Tarantino films. That is a requirement.
I do, Randall. Me being a movie buff, I've only watched a few. One of my favorite.
I've seen all his films.
One of my favorite ones is the one where they're all stuck in the bar, Randall. The Hateful Eight. When they're all stuck in that bar, it's a big snowstorm. Kurt Russell is like. He plays the hangman guy where he's handcuffed that woman, and he says, this woman is wanted for murder, and it's my job to see that she gets there to the authorities alive before they hang her, because they're gonna try her in a court, and he goes, people want her dead, and I have to make sure she gets to the court alive. To the court, and then I don't get paid until she gets hung. And then,
he originally wrote that as a play, believe it or not.
Well, thank God he turned that into a movie, because The Hateful Eight is fucking epic. I love that film. There's not one. It's like Ghostbusters. The Hateful Eight. There's not one scene in that film that I don't love. There's like characters in it. You know, they get into the bar. You don't know who is gonna fuck over who. You don't know if you can trust all these guys in the bar. You know, everyone keeps giving everybody kind of, not the evil eye, but they keep like looking at each other like, okay, can I trust these guys? Well, I don't know what the fuck their agenda is. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. You know what? I don't trust any of these motherfuckers. I trust myself. You know, that's why Kurt Russell's character's like, stay away from her. Stay the fuck away from me. I don't trust you guys. You know, we're just inside this bar until like the storm calms down, and then we're out of here, you know?
I really like Tim Roth's character. He played like a nice proper English guy. Hello, chaps.
You know that same guy, Randall, was in the Incredible Hulk movie? You know, he's
Tim Roth, yeah.
Yeah, he plays what's the creature that he turns into that the Hulk
Abomination.
Yeah, he turns into Abomination, and I was like, I think that was his first superhero movie, right, Randall? I think it was.
Possibly, maybe.
Because he's in She-Hulk. Because he plays Abomination in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And I've only seen a couple episodes of She-Hulk, and I really want to see the rest. Is it worth watching it? All the others?
No.
You didn't like She-Hulk?
No.
Oh, okay. I watched
a lot of people didn't like She-Hulk.
I liked a couple episodes. I liked that they've got Bruce Banner in there. I'm sorry, David Banner. Oh wait, no, David Banner. They switched his name. David Banner is in the TV show, and I don't know why they switched it. Maybe they
thought it was too similar to Bruce Wayne.
Oh, okay, yeah, but his real name is Bruce Banner in the comics. Mm-hmm. I like that they brought Bruce back, and I forgot the actor that plays the Hulk now. Randall, what's his name? Mark. It's Mark something. Mark Ruffalo, right?
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce his name.
In the Avengers, and
then he plays the Hulk in She-Hulk, you know. And I've seen a couple episodes. I need to watch the rest, but
yeah,
the episodes that I saw they weren't the best.
Edward Norton plays him in the movie, and before that was Eric Bana.
Yeah, Norton plays him in the film, but I guess after that, Edward Norton didn't want to return, so that's when Mark Ruffalo took over the role, and now he's like this. He's played the Hulk the most, you know.
Yeah.
I'd say my two favorite Hulks are Lou Ferrigno's version, because I grew up with that version of the Hulk as a kid, and then I love Mark Ruffalo's version. You know, that classic line out of the Avengers. He goes, "My secret is that I'm always angry," or he says something like that.
My favorite two Hulk films are The Hulk in Paris and Hulk Does Dallas. Those are two good Hulk films.
Yeah, you're full of crap, Randall. That never happened ever in a million years. Because as soon as you said it, I was like, I've seen every Hulk incarnation, and I was like, I know Randy's full of crap. I'm like, I've never even heard of those. I'm like, Randy's full of shit. So I'm like, yeah, there it is, Randall. Let's see. John says, Fears, you need to see the entire movie. Oh, I do. I want to see the entire thing of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It looks good, Randall. What's your favorite scene out of that film, Randall?
I gotta say the scene where Leonardo DiCaprio is like flubbing up his lines a lot, and they tell him to do the scene over and over again, and it's one long continuous take. It takes like maybe 15 minutes to do, and he kicks ass. You know, like he's flubbing it, but he's an actor pretending to flub his lines, and the director off camera is like saying cut and gives him direction, and then he does it again. And then it says cut, and he gives them more direction.
Oh, okay.
And it's really good insight, in not only into, you know, it shows that, you know, he's a good actor, but it also shows that.
So Randall, I actually made a mistake. Thank God. I mean, thank God the dude knows these things. I know some about film, but since the dude's worked in Hollywood, he knows a lot more, I think, than me and you do. He says that it's based on a true story, but like you said, they made a lot of shit up, but he said the stunt man was not a real person. So I guess really the only real person in it, because Bruce Lee was a real person, you know?
And Charles Manson was a real person.
Yeah, that too.
And Sharon Tate was a real person too.
Again, I haven't seen the whole film, Randall, but you said it's based on a true story, but they made a lot of shit up.
Yeah, it's a good movie, though. It's a good movie.
Well, whether it's based on true events, they made a bunch of shit, or if it's just a movie, I want to see it, because the one scene that I saw looked pretty damn good. I mean, it's his character beating the shit out of Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee's like trying to beat him up, and they're like, "What's just a simple contest?" and da 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 da. And I was like, "This could be good." I just haven't seen.
I was going to get the book.
I just haven't seen the rest of it yet, but I appreciate the dude helping out.
Yeah, I was going to get the book, but I went on Amazon.com and I read the first chapter, and I was like, you know what, the movie is way better. Even though Quentin Tarantino wrote the novelization too, like he really isn't that really great at novelizations. He's a much better writer-director than he is author.
The Tarantino movie where like almost all the main characters are in some Denny's diner or whatever. Oh, Randall clicked out. Did he lose internet? Hello? I don't know where Randall went. Come back, Randall. Well, if anybody knows that one, I've seen a bunch of scenes of Quentin Tarantino's film where it's like all the main actors are like it looks like a Denny's diner. I don't know if it actually is a Denny's diner, but it's some diner. So if someone could tell me, I need to sit down, like Randall said, and watch all the others. Oh, here's Randall. Did your internet crap out, Randall?
I don't know what happened. I do not know.
I swear, Scout's honor, because I know the troll was going to say that I kicked you out a second time. I did not, and I think your internet just crapped.
So what was the question?
There's one Tarantino film that I haven't seen all. I've just seen bits and pieces of it, where most of the main characters are like chilling out in some diner. I don't know if it's a Denny's diner or it looks like a Denny's diner, but they're all like having a big conversation like in a diner.
Well, I mean, the first part and the second part of, the opening and the closing of Pulp Fiction is,
it could be
like that.
It could be that one. And then I've seen a bunch of Pulp Fiction scenes, like, describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say it one more goddamn time. This is a tasty burger. You know, I've seen all that.
Is it a tasty burger, Fierce?
From what I saw from the movie Randall, it seems like it would be a good tasty burger. I mean, he eats the burger.
What kind of burger is it?
That I don't remember, but I know he scares the shit.
You should know because it's in one of your vlogs.
No, I've never put.
No, it's in there.
Did I put it in there?
In one of your Disney vlogs. They have the exact same burger name in one of your Disney vlogs. I was gonna make a funny video out of it. It's a big Kahuna burger.
Is it really? Is it
Yeah.
the same name? Is it the same name?
Yeah, look at your Disney vlogs where you're eating a burger at this like Hawaiian place. Big Kahuna Burger. That was the name of the burger in Pulp Fiction. I don't know if Disney knows this. You know,
I doubt that Disney knows it. No, I've never been to that.
That is a tasty burger.
Orlando, I wanted. You know the real reason why I went to that Disney restaurant is I look at other Disney vloggers and I'm like, some Disney vloggers do the same shit in their vlogs, you know. And I'm like, I want to cover the entire Disney property someday. And I said, the more things I try and review, then my viewers will be like, hey, Fears, you haven't done any footage on this ride. Hey, Fears, you haven't went to this restaurant yet.
You haven't done the teacup ride yet. I'm disappointed.
Yes, I have. I've done it twice so far in a vlog, Randall.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. That's I conquered that ages ago.
Oh, okay.
But I'm trying to conquer everything, because at some point, once I conquer everything in the Disney world, I'd love someday, I don't know when, but I'd love to go. I've only went to Disneyland once in California, Randall, once in my life.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was, I don't know if it was on, I know it's from my mom's side of the family, but I don't remember who of my British family came. I think it was like either my second cousins came or my first immediate cousins came from England, but they were begging my mom and my dad. They said, we're going to be here for 3 weeks in America. They said, the first week we want you guys to show us everything in downtown St. Louis, because that's where we lived before we moved to O'Fallon and Wentzville. They said the other 2 weeks we'd love to go to like Lake Tahoe in California, and we want to go to Universal Studios, and we want to go to Disneyland. And my dad was like, well, what about Disney World? We're closer. Missouri's closer to Disney World. And they're like, well, maybe on the next trip. So they were practically begging us, and that was like the first time I went to California. And we saw the Hollywood sign, and we saw what's the wax museum out there called, Randall? I don't remember what it's called. It's a famous wax museum, but we did that, and then we went to Universal for like 2 days, and then we went to Disneyland. And the only thing I remember of that trip, Randall, is I begged my mom and my dad to go on the carousel ride, because that was Walt Disney's favorite ride. Randall, your intense look is freaking me out. You just kept going like this, like, yeah, you motherfucker, fuck you, Gears, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I'm getting intense. I'm getting like really into the fucking camera and shit. And I was like, what the fuck is Randall doing? I was like, all right. I'm like, listen, we all know.
What do you think I'm doing, Fears, huh?
I mean, you were kind of my mind a little bit. I don't know. Randall, I'm your best friend, and half the time I don't know what the fuck you're doing, you know? So
I don't know what I'm doing either.
Exactly. But you sure do make me laugh, Randall.
I'm just chilling out, having a good time.
That's the only time I've ever went to Disney, California. And my buddy Eric, either the dude told me this one time or my buddy Eric told me. Because they only used to have one Disney park in California, Randall. Now there's another one called, it's like California Islands or California Adventure or some shit like that. I can't remember. Whatever it is. It's like California Adventures or some shit. I've never even went to that park, Randall. So in my Disney vlogs, I mean, just my vlogs in general, I try to give the most epic content I can. And then, Randall, have you noticed in the Discord that crackpot, whatever his name is, he gets a kick out of me pointing at things. The only reason he's made it a big deal, Randall, the only reason why I point at things And I didn't. And Vision said, "Well, Fears, it's your new Fearsism." I didn't even want it to be a Fearsism. The reason why I pointed at things, I was like, well, if I point it out in the vlog, it's something that I want the audience to check out more in detail, or I really care about it. So I'm like, hey guys, if you look at the castle, like the last time I think I pointed like intently, sometimes I do it on purpose. Other times I don't mean to do it. Sometimes I talk with my hands. And I said, if you guys look at the castle, and I pointed, I said the back of the castle is where Fears was, because the back windows, Randall, are those windows that I looked out of when I did that vlog inside the castle, and that was my first time ever inside the castle. And I've always wanted to go in there because I've walked through the castle on the drawbridge. I've walked around the castle countless hundreds of times, but I've never been inside it. So I was like, all right, before I die, I got to do a vlog or get a picture or both or whatever in the castle. And they showed me the elevator where you can go up to Cinderella's chambers or bedroom, and I begged them. I begged them that day. I said, can I just go up just for 2 minutes and just get Fears walking around in the bedroom? They said, no. They said, you can't. I said, I'll pay you money. I offered them $50, Randall. I swear to God. I'm not even kidding. And they're like, no. They're like, we can't. They said, Disney has to invite you to go up there. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm begging you guys, please. I'm like, I'll do whatever. I'm like, I just want it in my vlog. And they're like, that's not going to happen. And I said, all right. I said, well, maybe one day. They said, yeah. They said, if Disney likes your content, maybe one day they'll invite you. I said, in my mind, I'm like, they're never going to invite me, but you never know. Anyway, Randall, am I boring you?
Huh? What? No.
Am I boring you, Randall?
No. Good.
So I've always wanted to do that, but the reason why I said this is I just noticed, like, Tim Tracker, him and his wife, and oh God, does Tim Tracker have a daughter or a son? Anyway, they're a family vlogging, and they do a shit ton of vlogs at like Universal, Disney. He's the only other Disney vlogger besides me that tries to conquer different shit. Like Adam the Woo, I like his vlogs, but he does a lot of the same shit at Disney. So I thought, well, I don't want to do that. I want to try and conquer like new things, at Disney. And I had never been to that restaurant, and I had no clue that the same burger that I got was in the name of it. Is it the same shit like in it, like the lettuce and the pickles, or is it like an exact?
I don't know. I've never had it.
Okay, I mean, I've
never had it either. I've never had the Big Kahuna burger from the movie.
It's
I've
good.
never had the Big Kahuna burger.
It's not like a hamburger. It's a steak burger, kind of like Steak and Shake. That's what it reminded me of the taste of. It's like a steak burger.
Oh man, I could go for a shake right now. It's like 10:28. I could still go to.
Randall, it's a steak burger, and I got pickles, mustard, ketchup on it, lettuce. The only thing I had them take off, I don't like onions on my burger, and I can't have cheese on it. So, but I had no idea that the same burger name was in whatever movie that is. It's either Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs or whatever.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
You should go to Club 33, see if they'll let you in there.
I just love that that Samuel Jackson's character is literally scaring the shit out of that white dude. He's in the chair. I think he's like tied to the chair, and he's like, "What?" He's like, "Say it, what again, you motherfucker!" Like just going ballistic on the guy. But see, right now I've only seen certain scenes, so I don't even know if that white guy in the chair that Samuel Jackson is like screaming his head off. I don't know if that white guy lives or dies. Does he die or does he live?
Yep.
What, does he die?
Yep.
Oh shit. See, I didn't know that. So I had no idea, but yeah, I just wish that crackpot Jenkins guy from the Discord, until he pointed it out, I didn't think I pointed that much. But Visions, if you're still watching, I don't know if you're still watching Visions, the only reason why I pointed things was because I wanted to point certain things that I thought was interesting. And hey, guys, hey, the fans, in case you missed it, check that out over there. And I would point to it. But apparently it's turned into a big thing, and either the fans love it or hate it, or they're trolling me about it. But I didn't think it was that big of a deal. A lot of people talk with their hands, but nobody in the Discord thought it was a big deal until that idiot crackpot Jensen was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make it a big deal, Fierce." And I'm like, "Why? It's so stupid." I'm like, "It's just me pointing things out. Who cares?" You know? But anyway.
Have you ever been to Club 33, Fierce?
I've heard of it, Randall. It's like a hidden underground, like, secret club for Disney pass holders, right? I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
It's no nuts for Disney pass holders. It costs like $25,000 to get membership into Club 33.
Oh.
And then $10,000 every year after.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Randall, I don't think I'll join that club anytime soon, you know? Yeah. But I know it's a secret Disney society, right? Basically. Yeah. It's an underground thing. Yeah. But is it only for, like, it's for the people that own a lot of money, like the Disney vacationers or whatever? Because there's certain things at Disney that even I have the best pass, the Incredible Pass. But like the Club 33 thing is even better than the Incredible Pass, I believe.
Yeah.
Like the Disney vacationers, I think, are always welcome into that, because the Disney vacationers, they're like the obsessive, like, Disney fans that need everything, want to do everything. I mean, I love Disney, but I would never pay $25,000 to be part of a secret society or whatever. I mean, if I was a millionaire or a billionaire and money didn't matter, then I'd be like, oh yeah, sure, sign me up. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. Oh, another thing that Quentin said, Randall, is that I'll never make it on YouTube. I mean, I'll be honest, that one kind of hurt, but
you're making it on YouTube, Fierce. What are you talking about?
Well, no,
he got monetized. Come on,
I did get monetized, but he meant like I'll never get like an actual play button. I'll never like get high numbers, and it hurt a little bit. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm a realist. I'm like, as long as I try my best, and let's say I never make it to 100,000 and I don't get a play button, that's fine with me. Because I don't do it for the play button. I don't do YouTube for the money. It's nice that I've gotten paid, but that's cool. But I do it because I love my loving and loyal fans, and I love making video content, and I love doing a video with a beginning, middle, end, and I put up footage and content of all the things I love. The conventions, the nerdy shit, me collecting shit, the nerd halls, talking about movies, bullshitting, you know, with my friends, you know, on a stream, live streaming, all that crap. I love it all. I do it for the passion, and not for like. But I'll be honest, that one did kind of hurt. And he's like, "Oh, are you gonna cry, Fierce?" I'm like, "Quentin, I'm not gonna cry." But I thought that was very hurtful of him to say. You know, like, Randall, you don't do YouTube for money, or you do it for the same reasons I do it, because you like making video content, you like movies, you like putting all your animations up, all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
So, but again, because Quentin is always hurtful and hateful, he's never going to change, Randall. Like Walter actually wrote, Walter, I hope you don't mind me outing you, buddy. Walter, I don't remember his exact one. Walter wrote me and said, Fears, I actually feel like bad that I trolled you all those years. And he goes, I think you're getting sick and tired of like arguing with people, Fears, and so am I. And I just wanted to apologize and say that I'm sorry that I trolled you all those years. And to show how sorry I am, I'm going to send you some fan mail. And I was nice. I wrote him back and said, well, I appreciate the apology, Walter. I'm like, you don't have to send me anything. I'm like, let's just start fresh. And he goes, no, I really want to send you something. And he also said he's going to send, D-Man said he's going to send you something, Randall, because ever since I showed this, one day, I don't remember what day, Randall, but I showed this and said, hey, if you want to send me I'm sorry, it's upside down. If you want to send me fan mail, send Randall fan mail too. And I said, if anyone sends fan mail to Randall, the next time Randall comes and hangs out down here, or the next time I go and drive up and hang out with Randall at his house, I'll bring you the fan mail, Randall, and we'll film it and we'll have you react to your fan mail. Because I was like, well, I'm Randall's best friend. I love him like a brother. I'm like, not only do I want my channel to succeed, Randall, you haven't opened up a P.O. box. So I said, while I have my P.O. box open, I'm like, Randall deserves to get some fan mail, you know? Oh, I said, I hope Randall gets some fan mail. So I was helping you out, buddy, because I would love for both of us, Randall, to have fan mail and both of us unbox shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fan mail would be cool, Fears.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I told Walter, that's cool if you want to send Randall something, but I told Walter, I said, you don't have to send me fan. I said, I just appreciate your apology. So it's so cool that I'm like mending some wounds. Now, Randall, I'll be honest. And this is me being stubborn. You know the people that I can never forgive. I'm not going to mention their names because that would just start up some shit. But those 3 or 4 people I will never forgive. And that's just how it is. But because Walter didn't do much to me, I was like, I'm willing to give him a second chance. And I don't know the El Homo's guy's real, because he changed it. He recently changed it to that. It was something else before that. But he said, Fears, like Walter, I'm sorry for giving you so much shit over the years. I'm sick and tired of making fun of you. The El Homo guy, he's the guy that cuts certain scenes out of my streams so I can put them on my TikTok, because I wish I knew how to do that. I don't know how to do that, if I'm being honest. But yeah. Yeah. Vision says, wow, still live. What a treat. I just got up. I thought you were here almost the entire time, Visions, because me and Randall were talking about something. And I referred back to something that you said, Vision. Then I said, hey, Visions, are you still here? And then I didn't hear from you. So I said, oh, I guess Visions took off. So it's good to know that you were here at the start of it, Visions. And then obviously you have a life. So you had to go off and do some errands. But I'm glad you're back, buddy. Yeah, man, we've been talking James Bond. We've been shooting the shit, Visions. We've been answering people's questions. And I wanted to do a very long one because Randall is not going to karaoke tonight. And I was like, well, I don't have to go to work until hours later. And I was like, Randall, let's just me and you hang out. And because me and Randall haven't hung out because I'm so busy this weekend with Super RetroCon and work and editing videos and shit, I was like, I want to go visit Randall after Super RetroCon. Because Randall, you said spring break goes on for a couple of weeks. How many weeks does spring break go for?
I think till the end of the first week in April.
So I was like, one of those weeks I'll come for a weekend. I'll just stay the entire weekend. Like as soon as I get off of work on Friday morning, Randall, I'll just say, hey, I'll call you up and be like, Randall, I'm going to take a 4-hour nap. I'm going to pack a bag, and then I'm coming down Friday night, and then I'll stay all Saturday, all of Sunday, most of Sunday, because I have to go in work late from Sunday night going into Monday morning. So I was like, I can stay almost the entire weekend. So I'm like, let's just fucking do that. And I said, we'll make a little vlog. We'll hit the beach up. Randall, I know you love the shit out of those comfy chairs at the mall. So I was like, let's hit the fucking comfy chairs up, you know. I'll admit, you convinced me, Randall. I was like, Randall, I'm like, I don't know if it's $15 is worth these massage chairs. Oh, they were, buddy. Those massage chairs were rocking. I sat down.
Whenever I have an extra $20, I hit the massage chairs just to take a break from life, just relax and just have a good time.
I had never done one. Randall did the full 15 minutes. I only did, 5 or 10 minutes in the last one.
No, not 15, the whole hour.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You did a whole hour, Randall. I did 15 minutes. That's what it was. And just 15 minutes, I was like, oh, man, all the stress is going away. And I was getting sleepy, man. Oh, man, it felt so good on my back. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. I must have pulled something at work, Randall, because my right side, right down here, like right here, it hurts so bad. I took some ibuprofen last night before I went to work, and it fixed it, not permanently, but it fixed it temporarily. But I got to take some ibuprofen tonight before I go in because, dude, it's like someone taking a knife and just hurt. Like, I must have lifted a box too heavy because right here, it's only on my right side, Randall, right here. It's hurting the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So hopefully that pain goes away soon. I don't know what the fuck is
Yeah,
going.
sometimes when I lift the boxes, I can feel it right in my sciatica, right on the inside of my
Well, I
thigh.
don't think I have sciatica, but I mean, I'm not young anymore. I mean, I am getting up there in age, so I must have pulled something because it hurts like hell.
You should consider cage fighting, Fears.
Well, if it had, if it,
It's just a nice little rough and tumble workout.
Randall, I mean, that's a good idea.
Do it like Rand the Man does. Yeah,
Randall,
cage
that is a good idea, and I think you know where I'm going with this. The only way I would do cage fighting is if Quentin was my opponent, so I could beat the unholy fuck out of him, slam his face a couple of times into the cage wall, and eventually, after I beat the shit out of him, he would just shut the fuck up, and I never have to hear his annoying voice ever again. So,
What do you mean, man?
I knew that was coming, Randall. What do you mean, man? Randall, I love our Fears Man version of Quentin. I'm not going to say his name because in a cartoon you can do whatever you want. Those idiot trolls think they're going to take down future episodes of Fears. I'm literally going to have Kenneth Clark say it on camera. Like, as long as we don't say their name, I'm going to say this exact line of dialogue, Randall, in a future episode. So it's
No, don't, Fears, don't.
No, we have to, because you think I'm kidding, Randall. We are killing every single troll in a violent, vicious way. The most vicious way we can kill them on camera. That'll be my revenge. So, Black Aldrin, we're starting with Black Aldrin.
Man.
Oh, shit, Randall. Oh, my Lord. So, yeah. The second person I want to kill off, it's not Horrible Harry. It's going to be Horrible Barry. So, there it is. So, Horrible Barry. And then, even though the dude is not a troll anymore, the dude, don't take this the wrong way, Randall, you surprised me. Remember that one day you're like, hey, Fears, I got a surprise. And you showed Fears Man walking across, sipping his coffee, and there was a massive fucking blueberry. Like 100 feet tall, and you used the voice of Godzilla. And I was like, Randall, even though the dude's not a troll anymore, I'm like, so I hope the dude doesn't mind. Randall, we'll either have the dude voice the blueberry or we'll use Godzilla. Like, I think we should use Godzilla's scream, and then whenever the Godzilla blueberry is not screaming, we'll have the dude voice it. But, yeah. So, and Randall, I've already got that episode of Fears Man, the title. It'll be Fears Man and the Attack of the 100-Foot Blueberry or some shit like that. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, I have to ask you, why did you buy this mask?
It was only $9.
But do you like the look of the mask?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. No judgment. I'm just curious.
I'm feeling a lot of judgment here, Fears. A lot of judgment.
No, I'm not judging my best.
Zero judgment. Zero.
I'm not, Randall. Randall, I've never Randall, I have never judged you ever since we became friends. I've never judged you, buddy. Let me catch up with Randall. Carmine says, welcome back, Visions. Vision said, yeah, I had to visit mummies. Visiting your mom is always important, Vision. So I hope Mama Visions is doing good. That's good. Vision, did you ever fix her? I know you said you fixed her faucet or her pipe or something. Did you get it fixed? I hope you did. Tell the family I said hi, Visions, from good old Fears.
Yeah, Visions.
So, yeah. Well, Randall, it's cool that the whole Visions family actually likes the Fears content, and sometimes they sit down and watch it. So I remember when Visions told me that, I was like, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Beer Man is here, and Vision says, that's right, Beer Man. I'm definitely taking some ibuprofen. Oh, yeah. I have to, too, man. The side of my back is killing me. So, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely hurting me. The Duke boys were what's up? The Duke boys. What the hell is that?
Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what the hell is Visions talking about? Oh, yeah. I like the Dukes of Hazzard, Visions. Oh, yeah. I bought it. I haven't watched the whole series yet, but it's definitely on my to-do list. Oh, yeah. Randall, I think that's so cool, though, that you pointed that burger thing out. I didn't make the connection. I was like, I guarantee you, Randall, that Disney restaurant that I went to has no idea that they have the same name as that movie burger at their restaurant. Because I never noticed it until you pointed it out.
There's actually a big Kahuna Burger near Main Street on Daytona.
Oh, dude, we should totally go to it.
Yeah.
We should totally go to it either off camera or in a vlog, buddy. Because is it near where you live, or is it like on that? What's that street called? You've took me to it, Randall. The one with the magic shop. What is it?
Oh, Beach Street.
Beach Street is the one with that massive fucking magic shop. That's in a vlog. And we had that old guy do a magic trick in the vlog. Is it on that street, or is it near Beach Street?
It's on Beach Side.
Beach Side. Is that like another road catacorny to that street?
Yeah.
Because I've never went to that street. You've took me to Beach Street like 3 or 4 times, and I love that street. It's got so many cool restaurants and shops and tourist attractions on that stretch of road. And that road is like, what, a minute away from the beach, Randall?
Yep.
Because that's why it's called it, because the beach is like 30 seconds away. So it makes sense, you know? Yeah. So do you mind if we go to that other street, Randall, next time I come down to visit, buddy? Because I'd love to see that.
Yeah, we can get a big Kahuna Burger.
Because I love burgers, you know. I know they're not good for you because I'm trying to lose weight right now. But I'll be honest.
We should go to the healthy burger shop.
Randall, do you remember the first time you and me heard Carrie say, yeah, you know, I like to eat healthy pizza. And then some troll, I don't know what that troll said, but I remember I looked down in the chat, Randall, and everyone is fucking losing their minds. There's tons of LOLs in Carrie's chat.
Pizza is healthy because it contains all 4 of the food groups.
I remember
pepperoni. It has wheat, which is, you know, part of bread. Then it has dairy because it has cheese in it.
Yeah.
Then it has tomatoes, which is vegetables.
I lost time when you said that.
Which is the pepperoni.
Randall,
so all the 4 food groups. Exactly. That's why it's healthy.
Randy, do you remember her doing that stream? That stream is gone because her idiot boyfriend at the time made her delete her stream. But I swear to God, I don't remember what the troll's name was or who said it. But after she said, you know, I really enjoy eating healthy pizza, immediately I looked out into the chat because I'm like, well, pizza is not fucking healthy.
Yeah,
there was tons of LOLs, and then some
organic pizza too.
Then some troll said something like, Carrie, are you fucking crazy? Pizza's not healthy whatsoever. And then she went into this detail. Yeah, it's got cheese, it's got milk in it. And I remember what I wrote. I wrote, Carrie, pizza's got so much oil and fucking grease in it from the cheese and all that crap. I'm like, it's not healthy whatsoever. I remember saying a version of that. And then I remember telling you, and then it was either your idea or my idea. I'm like, Randall, the healthy pizza shop has to be in the fucking Fears Man cartoon. So without Carrie saying that stupid line, the healthy pizza shop would never exist in Fears Man. Thank God she said it. Oh my God. And I'm not making fun of her, but she had some weird concoctions. I remember she put
read Exim Vision's next last post.
She put salt on like blueberries and salt on fucking grapes and shit. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, why don't you just eat it without anything, Carrie? Fruit and vegetables are great without any fucking salt on it. You know?
Read Exim Vision's last post.
I fixed the SIG, yeah, and today I brought her some Crocs to wear because she had her knee replaced last week. Nice slip-ons. Oh, there you go.
No, read the last one, the very last one.
Oh, okay, I'm a little bit behind. Circle of protection for my mom's knee, grow. Museums, Tractor Daddy, and Fears is... Oh, shit. Oh, God. Wow. Okay, all right, well, there it is. I'll be honest, that's a little weird. Partly because I don't know what Vision's mom looks like, Randall, and I have nothing to do with her knee. I have nothing to do with protection or nothing. I don't know what the hell he's on about, but rock on, Visions. You're funny. You're a funny guy. Well, I'm sorry that her knee had to get replaced, but I'm glad that she's doing okay, Visions. I'm glad that the surgery went A-okay, buddy. Because Visions cares about his mom just like I care about my mom. So I'm glad the whole family's doing good, buddy. You know, I always ask from time to time because I try to, you know, with me being friends, you know, I care about not only my friends, I care about their families too. So I'm glad everything's going good. Randall, did you say congratulations to Jason? He's going to be a dad soon.
Congrats.
Wow, Randall, that was. I love your enthusiasm. So most friends would be like, "Hey, Jason, that's cool. Like, good luck to you and Amy. You know, little Blakey's on the way." But you're like, "Yeah, whatever. Congrats."
Good luck.
Oh, you're hilarious, Randall. I'm sure Jason appreciates your enthusiasm, Randall. No, I'm really happy for Jason. I really am. I wish I could find a Mrs. Fears and have some kids one day. It's hard to find your soulmate. So, yeah. But I'm not bitter. I'm so glad that Jason found the love of his life. And hey, that's cool. He's having, you know, kids. That's awesome, you know?
Yeah, whatever.
Wow, Randall, that got deep. That got dark. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I was like, damn. No sympathy, no love for Jason, Randall. You're like, yeah, whatever. Fuck Jason. I was like, damn. I was like, that got dark, Randall. I mean, really dark within.
No, I didn't say anything dark.
No, it was the delivery, though. You're like, oh, yeah, whatever. I was like, okay, all right. Let's see. Hopes and dreams, fears. Well, they are hopes and dreams of mine, museum. I hope they turn into reality at some point. I'd love to have some kids, and I'd love to be a father, and I'd love to have a nice Mrs. Fears, you know? So, yeah.
So, Fears.
Yes?
Let me ask you a question.
Lay it on me, Randall.
How do you feel about tarot?
What?
Tarot. How do you feel about it?
Tarot? Like tarot reading cards?
Yeah.
At first, I was like, I hope that's what Randall's talking about. You know what, Randall? I've never really got into it. I've seen a couple people like throw the cards down. Like a couple times at a convention, there's been people dressed up at conventions and they've done tarot reading cards at some of the Comic-Cons I've been to, but I haven't seen much of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently Beer Man and Visions are playing tic-tac-toe in the chat.
Yep.
But
no way. Richie is your son, Fears. That's why Richie lacks discipline, because you were never there for him.
I don't know what the fuck museum's on a whole level of weird, Randall. I mean,
It's not museum, it's meet some.
Yeah, but it's really museum, though. I mean, he's cool, but sometimes he says some wild shit.
Meet some's awesome. What are you talking about?
He's usually awesome, but every once in a while he says some wild and weird shit that kind of freak me out. I gotta delete that comment because that's really fucking weird.
No, he's a cool guy. Just chill out.
Cool guy, but I'm not Richie's dad, and certainly he's not my son. That's really
Meet a cool guy. Come on now.
He is a nice guy, but saying that I'm someone's son, that's weird. Because
no, he said Richie's your son.
Yeah, he's not my son. That's fucking weird, to say that.
Why is that? Richie's a cool guy.
Richie is a cool guy, Randall, but he's not my son. You know, he's my friend, but he's not my son by any means. You know, that's just weird to say that. You know.
Okay.
Well,
Vision has retracted the comments, so don't block him.
Well, I didn't block him. I never said I was going to block him. I just said I'm going to delete that comment because it kind of weirded me out. Well, Vision
delete comments.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know you could do that.
You can delete comments. You can block people. You can put people in timeout.
I know you can block people and time them out. I didn't know you could delete comments.
YouTube's got a brand new thing, Randall. Like, you know, back in the day where you could just time them out for a couple of minutes. Now YouTube's got certain amount of times. You can time somebody out for a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I think 30 minutes, an hour, or you can block.
If I wanted to time people out for 1 minute and 57 seconds, could I do that?
You can do a minute. You can do a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, I think an hour, and I think you can time somebody out for a full 24 hours. And that's a new feature on YouTube that they recently started doing. I don't know when they did it, but yeah.
Can you make people's heads explode?
Carmine said, back issues are no joke. Fears that you lift something heavy. I must have, Carmine, because my back has been hurting me since last Friday. You know, so I must have lifted a heavy box at work. I mean, I lift heavy things all the time, but it started hurting right when I got home. I took a shower and I had some breakfast, and then I took a nap. And when I woke up from that nap, my right side of my back started hurting, and it's not intense pain, but like it's just pain here and there. So I must have pinched a nerve or pulled a nerve or pulled a muscle or something, because it hurts like hell. But it's like little pain in spurts, Randall. So yeah. Well, Visions, I'm sorry to hear that your mom had surgery, but I'm glad that she's doing okay, and I'm glad that you fixed her sink. So that's cool. So tell her I hope she feels better. And obviously the surgery was a big success. So tell her, hey, congrats on everything going good, you know? So that's cool. Yeah. Of course, Visions is laughing, Randall, that I deleted Museum's comment, but that's okay. I'll give this. I don't have anything against Museum. He just kind of freaks me out sometimes. I mean, sometimes Randall, he said some weird shit about you too, and I'm like, what the fuck is he on about?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he did, Randall. I don't remember exactly, but he said some weird shit against you, you know, sometimes.
What did he say?
I don't remember, but he said in the past some weird shit, and I was just like, this is
yeah, whatever.
I'm not lying, Randall. Every once in a while, he says some weird shit. Not all the time, just sometimes. It kind of freaked me out, you know? So, yeah. Anyway. All right, Randall, let's get back to it. Let's see.
All right. Thunderballs. I give it a 6.
I give it about a 7, because there was a lot of, hey, what's up, Tinder Immortal? Good to see you. There was a lot of boring parts in it, Randall. So, yeah.
Hello, Tinder.
You know, we were way past James Bond. We were doing the photography thing. Let's get back to photography. Randall, is there a favorite picture that you've ever took? Like, what's like one of your favorite photos that you've ever taken a photo of? What is it?
Probably of the lights in my living room.
Why is that your favorite?
Oh, it looks really classy, and I used low exposure in it.
I think I've seen that photo. It's on your is it your Twitter or your Facebook, Randall? I can't remember.
It's my Twitter.
It's on your Twitter? Okay.
On my Twitter, yeah.
On your Twitter? I've seen the photo.
I'm just kidding. It's on my Facebook, yeah.
Okay. I knew it was one of those, yeah.
Tinder Kate says, hi, Tinder. And Randy says, hey, Tinder.
Randall.
Tinder Immortal says, hi, Randall.
Do not insult Tinder Immortal. It's Mrs. Immortal. Have some class. It's Miss Immortal.
No, it says Tinder Immortal right there. See?
Yeah, but she's a woman.
Learn to read, Fears.
Listen, I can read just fine. It's Miss Immortal. Well, soon to be Mrs. Immortal, because, you know, she's about to get married soon. So, yeah. Tinder, I apologize for Randall's ignorance. Actually, I'm just joking, Randall. I don't think she cares whatsoever, you know?
Fears schooling Randall on manners. Very humorous. Very humorous.
Randall, I know I don't always have the best manners, but there's one thing that I did that you haven't done. My mom, because she's from England, I went to I don't know what you'd call it, an ethics class when I was young. That's why in vlogs you never see Fears' elbows on tables. I use a napkin all the time. My mom wanted me and my brother to have proper etiquette, because my mom had to go to etiquette school when she was young. Mm-hmm. And I remember it wasn't a school, but we went to a class. So this is a dead honest. I've always had that ever since I was a little kid. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool outfit, Fears. Yeah, dude. I know, Tinder Immortal. I hadn't worn my U.S. soccer jersey yet. Off camera, you know, on camera, anywhere. It's just been sitting in my closet for about a month and a half because I buy so many clothes. And I didn't realize that when I bought this, I got this. It was a brand new hat, Randall. Apparently, someone didn't. They bought it, and it was in a plastic sealed bag that said Disney on it. So somebody must have bought it at Disney and I guess changed their mind. And then I got it for a buck, Tinder Immortal. So technically it's brand new. I'm the first one to wear it because the person that gave it to Goodwill, the fucking hat was still in the plastic bag. And I didn't know that this was the same color. So I looked at this and then I looked at that and I said, all right, for tonight's live stream, I will debut them both. So yeah. So yeah. Well, I'm glad everybody likes it. I like it too. Tinder Immortal, I don't know if you got my message. I think you read it, but I just wanted to say again, thanks so much for the awesome interview. We have got to do that again. It was so much fun, Tinder Immortal. So let's do it again sometime. Randall, did you watch some or all of me and Tinder Immortal's live stream interview? She came up with some fantastic questions, Randall. I came up with some fantastic questions because she wanted to do something different. She said, hey, Fears, can I ask you some questions? And I was like, sure. I'm like, why not? Did you watch that, Randall? Randall, you're not asleep. You're not asleep whatsoever. Am I boring you that much, Randall?
No.
Okay. Well, then stop acting like you're falling asleep. You know?
I mean, it is 11 o'clock at night, Fierce.
I know.
I've been up since 6 in the morning.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know you had been up that late, buddy. I didn't know you were up that late. My bad.
6 in the morning is early, Fierce.
I know it is. I've never seen 6 in the morning, Randall, but I'm sure it exists, in some people's lives, not in my life. So, yeah. I've worked at 6 in the morning, but I've never woken up at 6 in the morning, Randall, because Fears needs my sleepy time.
Yeah.
I need my sleepy time. So why were you up at 6 in the morning?
That's just when I woke up. I don't know why, but
there you go.
I couldn't get back to sleep. Although I did have a really sexy dream, which was nice.
Do you want to tell the fans what the sexy dream was, or is it too sexy you cannot reveal it?
Too sexy, yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, I am your best friend, and if it has anything to do with Yummy Dillion, I want details, all right? Does it have anything to do with Yummy Dillion?
No.
You son of a bitch, Randall. Why not? Yummy Dillion's great.
I was thinking of women who perfectly fit my specifications.
Yummy Dillion fits all of Fierce's specifications.
Well, her boobs are really jiggly, but when you take them off, she's got quite a bit of a tan line, which I don't like.
Yeah, her tan line is nuts.
I don't like tan lines.
I don't like tan lines either, Randall, and I think her boobs are not all natural. I think they're fake titties, twatas, Yeah. Fake.
They are very jiggly when she has clothes on, which is
they look quite jiggly. I mean, the jiggliness is impressive, but Fears likes the all natural tits. I don't like fake boobies, but I'm sure they're fun to play with. And I wouldn't mind playing with fake boobies, but I think it's cooler and more fun to play with natural boobies. I'm just saying. But did you watch any of Tinder Immortal's?
I'm saving it for a drawing stream.
The what?
I'm saving it for when I do drawings.
What do you mean? Oh, whenever you're doing like some cartoon. I know. I told the fans whenever you're working on Cameo Man or Fears Man, you have an interview in the background or live.
Usually when I'm drawing pictures.
Well, you're gonna like me and Tinder's interview. It was so much fun. Tinder, I'm glad.
Who is Tinder really?
Well, Randall, I'm not gonna out her, but I asked her off camera her real name, and I finally found out her real name. But I promised Tinder Immortal I would never tell anyone her real name.
The 2 letters of the alphabet.
Well, obviously Randall, but I'm not gonna out her.
I think you said it before on stream though.
No, I have not.
Okay.
I have not. She goes by 2 names online because she had 2 channels. I didn't know that she got banned off of YouTube. I found that out through our interview. She said the reason why I started doing Twitch is because she said I got banned. She goes, I can still upload content on my 2 channels, but I can't live stream. And I said, Evie, I did not know that. So
that was the name I was thinking.
But the reason why I call her Evie is one of her YouTube channels is called Electric Evie. I think that's her 2nd channel, and then her 1st channel is Tinder Immortal. So
the next drawing stream is whenever Fears comes over again.
The what?
Tinder Immortal said when's the next drawing streams, and I said the next drawing stream is when Fears comes over again.
Oh yeah, for sure, Tinder Immortal, for sure.
It's turn to come over here.
Yeah, me and Randall take turns, so yeah, it is. And like I said, Randall, because I got a massive convention coming up, plus work has been picking up, and then I'm trying my
Probably not going to be until April, is what he's saying.
Yeah, and I'm trying my damnedest to get caught up on the on the edits. So when I get done with this, I haven't had dinner yet. I'm gonna have a little dinner, a little nap, and before I go in tonight, I'm gonna edit a little bit.
So let's get back to the tarot talk.
Well, hang on. But Tinder Immortal, yeah, Randall's correct. We're gonna do a drawing stream. Randall, what do you think? Should we ask the fans what the next drawing stream should be, or do you want to pick the topic? I don't care.
It's going to be Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers.
That's what you want to do?
Yeah.
I don't care. That's cool. I'm down with that. I don't care. Yeah. Just as long as we do one, because I admit Tinder Immortal and to Randy and to the fans, it's been a minute since we've had a drawing stream, my friend. I mean, it's been a minute. So yeah.
So one of my favorite series of books is Psychic Cold Reading by Terry Weston. And I just saw on Udemy that Terry Weston has an entire series on how to do tarot professionally. And
have you ever had someone read you the cards, Randall?
Like $13.
Randall, have you ever had someone read the cards to you, or have you done it to is that the reason why?
I've had somebody read it to me before, yeah.
Have you done the cards yourself to people, or what?
Yeah, because like I said, Terry Weston is my favorite author, and she outlines how to do it in one of her books, Psychic Cold Reading, Forbidden Wisdom, and people have paid me before for doing it, like $20 for one reading.
So
and it's really simple and easy to do, and
So I know you've gotten footage. We've gotten tons of footage of your magic tricks. Is there any footage in the past, Randall, on your channels of you doing tarot reading?
No, but I have done them, and a lot of people are amazed at my accuracy. When I do tarot, I ask people to sign a page in my little guest book, and I ask them to rate me on 1 to 100 of how accurate I was.
Okay.
And I've gotten a few 95s and a few 98s. And then the last tarot reading I ever did, the woman said, "Brandy, you got everything, like 100%. You were right on." So, yeah.
So would you ever want some of that footage on your channel, Randy? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, sure. That could go on the Mirror Magic. Yeah.
That's cool. And you said you're going to work on some Fears Man tonight, my friend.
Yeah.
So what are you going to work on tonight?
Some of Black Aldrin's dialogue.
Oh, nice. Randall, I love since we don't know what Black Aldrin sounds like, you based him off of...
Black Aldrin sounds like this.
You've based him off of the Emperor. I remember you called me and said, Fears, have you ever seen what Black...
He's actually based off of my principal from school.
No, that's not true, Randall. You said, Fears, can I base him off of the Emperor? I said, Randall, I've never seen a photo of him. I've never...
From what?
The Emperor from fucking Star Wars. Because
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We've never seen it. I remember you called me and said, "Hey, can I voice? Can I make up Black Aldrin's? Can I make him look like the Emperor? And can I make him sound like the Emperor?" And I remember I'm on the phone with you, and I said, "Randall, I've never seen a picture of Black Aldrin. I don't know what the fuck he sounds like." So I'm like, "Go for it."
Tender is making a funny, but she is unwittingly correct.
The funny is, Randall is well-versed in the occult.
I actually am well-versed in the occult.
And he is Tinder Immortal.
When I was a kid, like around 91 to 95, I would just go to the occult section of my library, and I would just pick every book, like books on Sasquatch, on UFOs, on haunted houses and shit, and ghosts and
Randall,
demons.
Did you hear what Chicken Wizard said? He gave Tinder Immortal a great compliment, but Chicken Wizard is actually telling the truth. He says, "Tinder's my favorite. She's got that VHS on lockdown." That she does, Chicken Wizard. She only showed a portion of her collection in our interview, but Chicken Wizard, Tinder Immortal, when we do our next interview, don't tell us now, but one of my next questions for you, whenever we do another interview, because she said I asked her, I said, "That was so much fun. Would you want to do it again?" And she went, "Oh, yeah." She goes, "I'd love to do another one." So General Morto, I've already started coming up with questions. One of my next questions is how many actual VHSs is in the entire collection? Because you've been collecting VHSs, I think, as long as I've known you in the community. I'm dead serious. I'm not even kidding. So
Yeah.
she may have more VHSs than I do Blu-rays and 4Ks. And
Yeah.
in my VHS, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there's like 4 up there. So let's see. And then I've got a movie over there. And then I've got the 2 Ghostbuster movies that a fan gave me. So all in all, Randall, I think I have like 20 VHSs in my collection.
Yeah. Well, so like I was saying, there's 3 books that I got on cold reading, which is psychic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I just learned that my favorite author, the author of the cold reading books, has tarot reading classes on udemy.com.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So, Randall, do you think the fans would like some tarot reading on your channel?
I don't know.
But you definitely want to add some.
Maybe. We'll see. We shall see.
That's cool. Well, Randall, whatever content you put on, me being a good friend, I will support whatever you upload on your channel, my friends. So, yeah. So, yep. Let's see. Larry said, who invented Fears Man on the logo? Well, I invented Fears Man. Randall helped me on the logo. It depends on what logo you're talking about, Larry. Randall, is he talking? I think
my logo is very cool. It's a very cool logo.
Randall, I think he's talking about the logo. You know when each intro starts and you see the circle come in with the F? That may be the logo he's thinking of.
Yeah, I created that logo.
Because really, on Fears Man's chest, I just told Randall, I just want an F with sharp edges, not like a traditional F. I said I want like the edge of the F to come like at a triangle, at a like a diamond point. You know, That's why you always see Fears Man's F. It's like sharp edges. I said just make the F look cool, Randall, because I trust Randall 100%. Because I remember, Randall, remember the conversation you said, what do you want his costume to actually look like? I said, I said, couple of things. I said, take out the red of Superman's costume, do a parody of Superman's costume, have a yellow utility belt like Batman's, but just change it up a little bit. And I said, I just want yellow and blue all over. And I remember, Randall, I remember you saying even his mask fears. I said, yeah, even his mask. I said, make the mask yellow. But every time Randall draws him, Fears Man is slightly different. Like, Randall, remember for the trailer, Fears Man 5, you gave him like a wristwatch that said Fears Alert. So whenever there's a crime taking place, I liked that addition, Randall. Like maybe the mayor of St. Louis will notify Fears Man, like, hey, there's a crime in progress. Fears Man looks at his wristwatch and it says Fears Alert. So, Larry, we're always adding things to Fears Man. Every single time we do, Randall, the last time you were in town, hell, we filled up, 2-3 pages in my notebook full of Fears Man ideas.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was 3 pages. I know it was at least 2 ideas. I don't want to say anything on camera of the ideas because then Quentin or some idiot troll will take those ideas and make a cartoon, and then eventually I'll have to take that stupid cartoon down. And then, because people have tried...
Cartoon Fears.
People have tried to steal Fears Man, and it's annoying, but so far I've been able to take almost every parody version of Fears Man down. There's an idiot that I guess fought it, and there's 2 videos up that I haven't been able to take down yet.
Where are they? Shout them out.
One of them is...
I'm just kidding.
I don't know the name of it, but one of it is you see Fears Man fly up to a Walmart, and Sega's in the background, and it actually is kind of funny, Randall.
Sega My House or Sega Camp and Working?
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard of in a long time. Sega My House. I remember he used to be in the community.
Yeah, he was a really cool guy.
He was nice, but eventually he blocked me, and he never told me why. I have no idea. I never blocked him. Just one day, I was going to invite him on a
He
show.
blocked you because you were making fun of Carrie. He and Carrie were very close. They did some time together.
Is that what it was?
No, just kidding.
I was like, I kid you not, Randall. He never told me why he blocked me. One day he did like a Sam. One day Sega My House was here. The other time he was just gone. I remember I went to go throw him the link to a show that I was either in already or it was one of my shows, and I was blocked. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And then I never heard from him ever again. And eventually he whizzled his way out of the community and never came back. And I was like, all right, well, maybe he just got sick and tired of the community. Maybe he just left, maybe he didn't want anything to do with anyone in the community. I have no idea. So, but yeah, that's a name I haven't heard of in a long time. So yeah. It's funny that you brought him up, Randall. What made you think of that? Because I haven't talked about him in forever. Yeah, that's been a long time since
Sega, and you didn't specify which Sega you meant.
Oh, got it. Yeah. So I don't know who is making these parodies of Fears Man, but remember the mishap that I had happen with Walmart? I don't care what the trolls say, Randall. I didn't steal anything. It was a big misunderstanding. Well, that asshole basically had Fears Man scan a Blu-ray, and it was a big fucking ordeal. Then the other one, he made Fears Man being a racist and killing Kim Eagle because Kim Eagle is based on a real person. Randall, what's her real name? I forgot her real name, but she's a black news anchor on Fox Channel 2 News in downtown.
Kim Swallows.
Is that really her name?
Yeah, Kim Swallows.
Yeah, and she's a real news reporter on Fox Channel 2 or Fox Channel 4 in downtown St. Louis. And so I said, Randall, I want to be as authentic. I said, I want to use real shit in Fears, like where I'm from my life, from Batman, from, all the superheroes, because we parody a lot of shit. And he said, well, Fears, I don't want to use her real name in case she ever gets offended. I said, well, can we switch it? And you said, how about Kim Eagle? I said, sounds good. So in the second parody, he's got Fears Man punching Kim Eagle in the face. And then she flies through the air, Randall, and she burns up. And then the way it ends is he's got Fears Man with a Ku Klux Klan mask on, Fears' face, and then he flies up. And the normal ending where Fears Man flies up. And so I got it taken down, and then, he was a baby back bitch and probably cried to YouTube, and then they put it back on there. So I haven't been able to get those taken down yet. So, but he calls himself it's like the official Fears Man cartoon. So yeah, and I know he's stolen some Cameo Man shit, so I took those down too. But yeah, so yeah, so it's but they were not up. It's just those two Fears Man that I haven't been able to get taken down. I don't know who the person is. It's probably Quentin or Adam Bachidi or some shithead, that's just wants to, annoy the fuck out of me and you, Randall. But Randall, we should take some of that footage. Like, I had an idea. I was like, the part where I showed you one of the cartoons, like where Fears Man hits Kim Eagle and she flies out into space and burns up. I was like, what if Black Aldrin made a Kim Eagle robot? And Fears Man had to take a robot version of Kim Eagle down. We could still use that footage because they're all your drawing. He stole all your drawings and did that. So I was like, what if Fears Man punches the robot version of Kim Eagle? And the way he kills the robot version of Kim Eagle was punching Kim Eagle in the face. And then the robot version of Kim Eagle sets fire in space because he makes Kim Eagle burn up. He couldn't do whoever this is, couldn't do a damn thing because I'm the original creator of Fears Man, and you're the original creator of all those drawings, Randall, so he couldn't take it down. There's not a damn thing that he could do about it. So I was like, we could take his artwork and turn it against him. That's what we should do. That's what we should do, Randall, in a future episode of Fears Man. That's what we should do. Because as soon as I saw that, I was like, well, obviously, I'm like, he's a fucking idiot, whoever this is. I'm not a racist. I'm cool with everybody. But I'm like, let's just use this video and turn it around on him, like do an evil version of Kim Eagle. Like, what if Black Aldrin said, all right, I'm back because in a future episode, will Black Aldrin live or die, Randall, in Fears Man 5? I don't know. We'll find out. But let's say he comes back, just for argument's sake. Let's say he comes back in, a future episode. I said, why don't we use that idiot troll's video against him and say, what if Black Aldrin's like, oh yeah, like to get to Fears Man, I'll just make an evil robot version of Kim Eagle, and Kim Eagle will fucking take down Fears Man. And then Fears Man's like, hey, Kim Eagle, fuck your robot, and he kills the evil version of Kim Eagle, the robot. We could just use that,
Carmine Ragu says, Randy, your content is great. I love your Fears Man episodes. Thank you.
Vision says in 2024 we have Fears Alert. This is true. Yeah. But Visions, I promise, me and Randall are working hard on the cartoon. And this will be the last. Actually, a tear comes to my eye, Randall. This is going to be the last long version episode of Fears Man. The next episodes, to get more out, they're going to be 1 minute to 5 minutes. So you guys get to see more episodes of Fears Man. But that's a good thing, though. I'd rather have 10 little short films come out, Randall, than one a year, Because most of my fans love Cameo Man and Fears Man, Randall. They do. Yeah. I mean, there's a few people that like Quentin that shit on Fears Man and Cameo Man, and you can't please everybody. There's going to be some haters out there, but fuck them. As long as you and me love Fears Man and Cameo, Randall, that's all that matters, So yeah, I'm sorry if I missed anyone's comments.
Richie Wright says, "Hi Randy, hi Richie, how are you?" And remember, Richie is always right.
Randy, who was the one that said I loved your content? Who was that? Carmine, excuse me. Carmine.
His animations really set it off. I agree. This is true.
Your content is great. Love your Fears Man episode. Well, they're my...
Thank you, Carmine. I appreciate it. Thank
Carmine, they're my character, but without Randall, there wouldn't be a Fears Man. So I owe Randall a lot. And I always show my...
We're working really hard on it. I'm doing the editing and the lip sync and the keyframes, and Fears is, calls me every day, going like, Randy, fucking work on those cartoons.
Don't
We're working really hard.
Randall,
Fears doing his part. I'm doing my part.
Randall, don't mislead people. I don't scream and yell at you. I just get a progress report.
I know. I'm just kidding.
And you even like it when I push you, Randall, sometimes, because your best work, like I hate it when people say, I can't do that, I won't do that. No, because I'm like, fuck that negative shit. You can do anything you put your mind to. I hate can't, I hate no, and I hate won't. Yeah. I hate those words. You can do whatever you want, as long as if you work hard enough, you can do anything you put your mind to. Yeah. So, and that's another thing that Quentin makes fun of me. He goes, without Randall, you can't draw Fears. Do it yourself. I'm like, Quentin, I've established I'm a shitty drawer. I've shown the earliest doodles of Fears Man. They're okay, but they're not anything spectacular. So I'm glad that Randy does it, and I show my appreciation. I've given money to Randall. I've took Randall out to dinner to show my appreciation.
And breakfast.
And I took him out for breakfast a couple times to show my appreciation.
He's bought me some.
I've given you
cheese biscuits and some OJ.
Yeah, I've given you some DVDs, Randall, that I didn't want anymore that you wanted.
Yeah.
By the way, Randall, I got before I take all my old James Bond DVDs to Goodwill. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow before work.
Give me all the James Bond DVDs.
I was going to ask, do you want those?
Yeah.
I've got not all of them, but I've got almost all of them on DVDs.
I want to study them.
Okay, so I don't have all of them on DVD, but now I have them all on Blu-ray. But the ones that I have on DVD, I will save, Randall, because I was literally about to take them to.
Yeah, I'm a huge James Bond fan. Again, he had some. He had a few bad films in a row. Like I didn't like Die Another Day. I didn't like Tomorrow Never Dies.
If you want them, Randall, you could have all those DVDs. Because
I'll save them all
I'll save them all because I was literally gonna. I thought, oh, before work, I'll just drop them off at Goodwill, and I may do a little mini Goodwill haul.
Somebody said this. You need to catch up on the DVDs that you do have. You know,
I do,
like
Randall.
you have a whole fucking tower of DVDs you have not watched yet.
So
I've tried to watch. I didn't watch Smoking the Bandit. Actually, I think I did watch Smoking the Bandit, but
you must. That's a classic. Smoke Bandit is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, yeah, I may put the nerd halls on hold and just watch some of this shit for a while. I may, Randall. It depends on, Fear. Sometimes I get that itch. I'm like, I just want to go to a Goodwill and see what I can get. But I think I will take your advice, and I may do a nerd haul here and there because I think the fans like when I do a nerd haul. I've done one tonight. Yesterday, I went before work, and I forgot to show them on yesterday's stream. So tonight, before I go, I'm going to show them the one from yesterday. But maybe this week. I mean, I'm already going to do a nerd haul this weekend. I know I'm going to buy something at Super RetroCon. But thank God I asked you, Randall, because tomorrow I was like, oh, okay, before work, I'll just take all those old James Bond DVDs because I don't need them anymore. But I said, I'm not greedy. I said, I'll give them to somebody at Goodwill and somebody else can enjoy those movies. And I thought, I wonder if Randy wants them. So now that I know you want all those, Randall, I'll save them. I'll put them in my closet, or I'll put them in a grocery bag, and I'll tie it. And then whenever I come to see you next, I'll be like, hey, Randall, cheers. Boom, there you go.
Yeah. Larry Tate says many collectors don't watch the movies they have.
Larry says you need that Indiana Jones whip. Oh, I do, Larry. But, Larry, here's the thing. You know that headpiece to the Staff of Ra? I loved it. It's heavy. It looks like the exact one from the fucking movie. But Disney, holy shit. It was like over $100 and whatever dollars.
I need Catwoman's whip.
Because years spent that day at Disney, I was like, holy shit. If I don't leave now, I'm going to spend over $300. I spent like $270 that day at Disney, Randall, and I didn't mean to. And that's including lunch. I thought, okay, I'll buy like a t-shirt or maybe one prop, and then I'll grab some lunch. After lunch and then all the shit I bought, the lady's like, yes, sir, that'll be $270. I was like, $270 what? I was like, holy mackerel. I'm like, holy shit. I'm a big Disney fan, but I'm not that much. So next time I go to Disney, which will be in a month, I refuse to pay that much ever. So, yeah. I may just buy like something little next time, right? Like maybe a t-shirt and maybe put off the Indiana Jones props for a while, buddy, or maybe just buy one. Cause that day I bought like two things, something, cause that was out of control, my friend. That was out of control. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you like them, Randall. So I'll just save those for you, buddy. And, yeah. I would rather you have them and enjoy. I think I have like over 20 of them or something like that. I don't have every single one on DVD, but the ones I have, I got some old ones. I got some new ones. You can have at it, buddy. Have at it. So when I come to visit you, that'll be another part of your payment and my appreciation for the newest Spheres, man. I'm just going to give you all those. So don't worry, guys. So for the haters out there, Quentin, Adam, I do show my appreciation. I never take Randall for granted. I don't take him for granted as a friend, as a person, as my partner in crime when it comes to Fears, man, I always show my appreciation. Because, Randall, I'm being dead serious. Without you, I remember when we first made the first one, you're like, Fears, how does it feel to have your superhero come to life? And I was like, oh, Randall, it's fucking amazing, buddy. Fears, man, on the screen, Not the big screen yet. I would die a happy man. Larry Randall, I think I told you the story. Vision, I don't remember where you said. I don't know if you wrote it to me in a message or in the chat. You're like, Fears, if Fears ever gets, I remember you said, Fears, if Fears Man is ever on the big screen, me and my girlfriend will be in the front row. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I said, so will I. I will be watching Fears Man. Oh, yeah. Randall, how great would it be? Randall, what character would you want to play if Fears Man ever got to the big screen?
Randall.
Just Randall? You'd want to play Randall Brownstein?
Fears Man's father.
I think, Randall, if I ever made it to Hollywood.
And Dick Jones.
No. You're
And Black Cauldron.
Randall. You're fucking hilarious. You can't play all of those.
Why not?
I mean, I guess
Black Cauldron would be heavy makeup. You wouldn't be able to recognize me.
That's true. That's true because we don't know what the fuck Black Cauldron looks like.
And then, like, you know, if you give me like 3 or 4 months, I can whip myself back into shape and then be in like Fears Man Dad mode. You know?
You did a good job as Will L.
Yeah.
You did a good job because Randall, I took my dad's middle name, William. My dad was John William Fears, and it was my idea. You're
John
like
Williams Fears.
William, not Williams. John William Fears was my dad. Still is my dad. I remember you said Fears. You can't just call Fears Man's dad Jarrell. I said, well, yeah, I know. I said I'll come up with something. And then I was like, Randall, how about Willow? And you're like, that's cool. So I wanted to honor my dad. And for everyone that doesn't know, in one episode, I remember, Randall, I gave you a picture of my grandpa Fears. And whenever Fears Man is flying, there's a guy standing on a dock with a fishing pole. And that's in honor of my grandpa Fears. And I found the exact picture from Lost Valley Lake, Randall, where me and my grandpa used to fish all the time on that dock. And there's an island in the middle of that lake. So there's the dock where they keep all the boats and the canoes. And then in the middle of that lake, Randall, there's a little island. So me and my grandpa we would cast off either in a canoe or a rowboat or whatever. And sometimes we would just fish on the water. We'd fish on the dock. Sometimes we fished on the other dock across the lake. Other times we would just fish on that fucking island there's an island in the middle of that lake, Randall, which was so cool. So I remember, I was like, Randall, and I remember Randall, it was like, we were almost done with, that's in episode 4. We were almost done with it. I said, Randall, before we debut, I said, can I add one little thing? And you said, well, it depends on what it is, Fears. And I said, if I gave you a picture of my grandfather, could you do like a cartoon version of my grandpa and just put him on that dock while Fears Man flies by? And you're like, yeah, that's easy. I can do that. And I was like, sweet. With Richie Wright as Fears' son. Oh, shit. Don't even go there, Visions. Fucking hell. Oh, my Lord. You are a funny guy, Visions. You make me laugh. Where the hell did this come from, Randall? Where do people think, where do they get this stuff where I'm Richie's father now or whatever?
Well, actually, it's from the Fan Fears script that I put up in the Fan Fiction Fears script I put up in the Discord, where Richie actually comes back from the year 2045, and you have actually fathered Richie as your son.
You shit me, right? You didn't really do that, did you? Oh, you son of a bitch. For a minute, for a half a second, I thought you were telling me the truth. And in my mind, I'm like a brother, but if he put that in his fucking Randall Discord, I'm going to fucking kill him. I swear to God, I was like, you're shitting me, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Because I was wondering where the hell. Randall, you are dead red right now. So now, for the first time, I can call Rando a tomato face and not Fears. I thought you're shitting me, right? You're like, you didn't do this, really. Now that you've said it, Randall, now Quentin or some other idiot's going to go, well, Randall didn't do it.
Says Randy gave us a sneak peek.
Oh, yeah, I know what they're going to do. Well, Randall didn't do it, but I can do it. I'm going to write one. You know how fucking Quentin is. He's a fucking moron, you know. Or Adam's, like, just as much of an idiot as Quentin is. So, you know, one of those idiots will take your idea and go, well, Randy didn't do it, but I'll sure do it, Fears. Fuck you. And I'm like, no, fuck you. So, yeah. Well, that's funny, Visions. Apparently, well, I'm Richie's friend. It's just weird to call him a son or whatever the hell they're on about, you know? I don't know.
What are you on about?
I don't know, Rand. I don't know. It's a weird topic. It's a weird topic to talk about. That's cool, Chicken Wizard. Well, I don't want to say where Chicken Wizard lives because Chicken Wizard, when I met you at my good buddy Chris's Toy Man Toy Show, which, by the way, Chicken Wizard, when I come to visit my parents, hopefully this summer, hopefully the work will let me have off or a weekend off. I know we're going to hang out, Chicken Wizard, but I hope I'm going to look at the Toy Man Toy Show schedule. So hopefully I can come when there's a show, so then we can hang out at the show, Chicken Wizard, and we'll grab some lunch. Because I've met Chicken Wizard in real life, Randall. Cool fucking dude. I'll be honest, Chicken Wizard, don't hate me. I forgot your real name. I apologize. Because you said it like 2 times, and my buddy Eric was with us, and I don't remember your name. I apologize. But that's cool that you and your family used to go to Lost Valley Lake. So Chicken Wizard is from Missouri. I know you told me where you live in Missouri, but I'm not going to out you. But he knows what I'm talking about. Randall, this campsite is fucking great, man. It's like a big...
Chicken Wizard actually lives outside the Bunny Ranch in Las Vegas. And his real name is Jeff Goldblum, not to be confused with the Jeff Goldblum.
Randall, how great would it be if Chicken Wizard actually was related to Jeff Goldblum? I'd be like, holy shit. I know.
They're not related, Fears. They just have the same name.
No, it would be much cooler if he was related to Jeff Goldblum, because I love him from fucking all of his movies, like The Fly and Jurassic Park.
He just confesses his love for Jeff Goldblum.
He's a great actor. I love his performances. He's a weird, kooky fucking dude, but he's a great fucking actor, you know?
Yeah.
Chicken Wizard says, I used to go to Lost Valley Lake as a kid. So did I, buddy. I've got countless photos with me, my grandpa, my dad, my friends, all of it. All the time, Fears. That's another connection we have. This is true. Chicken Wizard, wouldn't it be nuts if I looked through all my grandpa's old, like, family videos, because he took some videos of us at Lost Valley Lake, and one of you, as a kid, were in the fucking background. I would shit a brick, Randall. Like, hey, this is Fears, a little tiny Fears, playing with my brother, playing with my friends at Lost Valley Lake, and all of a sudden, like, way off in the fucking distance is Chicken Wizard, just like on a fucking swing set going, hey there, buddy. Hey, what's going on? I would lose it, Chicken Wizard. I'd be like, holy shit. That would be fucking nuts, you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you know what the hell I'm talking about, Chicken Wizard. I mean, people can Google it, Randall. I haven't went back to Lost Valley Lake in quite a long time. The last time I went was like in the 90s. But, so I don't know if it's changed, Chicken Wizard, but I remember it started off as just a campground, Randall. It just started off as campground. Then they added they added like 2 pools. They added a miniature golf course. Then they added, you can go horseback riding there. They added the 2 fucking man-made lakes. I'm sorry, 1 lake was naturally made. Then the lake with the island, I believe that was man-made, Chicken Wizard. They added the dock and the boat dock where all the boats are tied up and stuff, where me and my grandpa fished and shit. Then they used to have a main lodge that burned down. I remember my dad telling me that before he died. Then they rebuilt the main lodge. Then they have the second lodge with the with all the basketball courts where the second pool is, and they had a movie theater and all that shit in there. So it was always a blast when me and my family would go to Lost Valley Lake Resort. It was awesome. Pretend Story says, "Oh damn, been a bit." Fears. Wait. Did Fears get a new job? Nope, same job. He said it looks like racetrack. You know what? Pretend Stories, that's funny that you said that. I love that gas station. I love their pizza from that gas station, and I love their fucking coffee from that gas station. But I've been good, Randall. I haven't had any pizza, anything. I did break down once the other day, Randall. I got some McDonald's. So that's the first fast food that I've had in a month, Randall, because I've been trying to lose some weight, buddy. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. But no Pretend Stories, no new job, the same fucking job. Just working away, box after box after box. Hilarious. So my jersey, it was still in my closet after I bought it 3 or 4 months ago, and I thought, I'll wear it tonight. I haven't worn it in a while. And then I just matched the hat, so there it is. Randall, do you want to talk about anything else before I let you go, buddy? Because I need to go, because I need to get some dinner at some point, and then I need to take a snooze.
No, I'm good. I want to go to McDonald's, get a shake.
Nice. What shake?
Chocolate.
There you go, buddy. Nice classic. Well, Randall, thanks a lot for being on the show. I guess I'll end it by myself by showing the nerd hall, and then I'm going to skedaddle myself, my friend. Randall, are you flicking me off?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you are. You son of a bitch. Randall,
yeah.
for a minute it looks like a middle finger. Excuse me, Randall. Well, Randall, it's been fun. We haven't hung out in quite a while, my friend, and we've been going 3 hours. This is I haven't done a long Fears Man episode podcast in a while, So
I'm also gonna go to the 7-Eleven and get some Doritos, have some nachos.
so
I've
is
got
that
some jalapenos, and I've got some cheese, and all I need is
yeah? There you go, Randall.
all I
Is this
need is some Doritos. Then I get nachos and cheese and a nice shake. Yeah.
so? Is this your fuel to give you some energy to work on Fears Man tonight?
Yeah.
Nice, buddy. Well, try to get a lot of work done because the fans have been waiting for this for a while. So have I. I cannot wait to watch Fears Man episode 5. Will Fears take down the evil shithead that is Black Aldrin? Or will Black Aldrin escape the clutches of Fears Man? How will Randall Brownstein make fun of
Does
Quentin?
it scare you that many of your arch nemesis have gone dark?
What do you mean?
Like, we haven't heard from Black Aldrin in a long time.
Good.
We haven't heard from some of the other trolls for a long time.
It doesn't matter, Randall. Until I kill them in the cartoon, I will get my revenge.
They're plotting something evil and dastardly. Ooh, yeah.
Well, then I don't care. I'll just keep. I mean, the best villains are people in real life, Randall. They're villains in Fears' real life. So why wouldn't I kill the villain off in the cartoon world?
I don't know, but I'll see you later, Fears.
Because, Randall, before you go, here's the thing. There's no way they can take down the cartoon. As long as we don't say their real name, we can do whatever we want in the cartoon. And there's not a damn thing they can do about it. So, yeah. Anyway, Randall, it was fun having you on, my friend. So, not this weekend, but hopefully next weekend, I will be down there to hang out, Randall. Sound like a plan?
Yep.
So, hopefully it's warm enough to hit the beach up. But, man, I haven't went to the beach in a while, so we can hit the beach up. I definitely want to go to that other street you were telling me. Not Beach Street. You said the one near it. I want to try the Kahuna restaurant. That sounds cool, buddy.
Big Kahuna Burger. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, I mean, you're
Tasty burgers.
yeah, well, I want to taste one of those tasty burgers, Randall. And then, I mean, your mall in that area, you don't live by it, but the mall in your area, that's always fun to do. So we'll definitely hit up some hot spots, Randall. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Anyway, get that fuel and then get working on Fears, man, because I'm tickled to death to see it. And, Randall, you do your best job when I leave you alone. So I'll leave you alone for a couple hours and you get some work done. All right, buddy? But thanks a lot for hanging out with Fears. Always a pleasure.
All right, later.
Peace out, buddy.
Bye.
All right. Randall, call me before I go to work, all right? Call me.
Okay.
Either when you get back or whenever the show is done, just give me a call.
All right.
Peace. Good old Randy. I love that guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, a good friend. Larry says, Ran the man. I agree. Well, plus, I wanted to do a long show because I haven't seen you guys. Well, I mean, that's the wrong way to say it. Of course, I see you guys every day. I hadn't done a long show in a long time, so. But this is a good time to close it off, my friends, because I'm hungry, and I want to watch at least one movie before I go into work, and I want to do a little edits before I go into work. So let's do the Nerd Hall, and then let's get the hell on out of here. All right. So check out this cool shirt that Fears got. Last time I hung out with Randall, I said, Randall, this is the perfect shirt for you. Randall's like, Fears, I know I love dice and magic and stuff, but he goes, I'm not a Hawaiian shirt guy like you are. I said, well, Randall, if you don't get it, then I'm going to get it. So I got it. So, because I'm going to wear 2 Hawaiian shirts this weekend to Super RetroCon. I don't know which 2, but whenever you see the vlog, I guess you'll find out which 2. So there's that. All right. And then I picked out this shirt. My next trip to Disney, I'm going to do 2 parks in one day. I'm going to start in Animal Kingdom because there's a couple of restaurants I want to try. There's a couple of things I want to knock out in Animal Kingdom. So I'm going to start in Animal Kingdom, but I'm probably going to end up in Hollywood Studios because I fucking love the shit out of Galaxy's Edge. And anytime I get to go to Galaxy's Edge, it's a blast. And plus I want to go back because I want to buy another movie prop. Oh, yeah. Just one, because last time I bought two and it was like almost $350 or whatever. So I'm going to start in Animal Kingdom. So Fear's got this. Yeah, buddy. A little bit of Lion King. That's what I'm talking about. Whew. Jason, you son of a bitch. Guess what? Fear's got some more steel books. Me likey. So now I'm up to, I was at 42, 43, 44, and 45. So now the official count, the steel book, I'm at 45. And, I found some gems. Visions, one of your favorite movies. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. American Psycho. A shit ton of bonus features that I've never seen. So, oh, yeah, buddy. The steel book of American Psycho. Hell yeah. All right. And then Fast 10. Fast 10. 10 was pretty good. 9 I did not like. I've seen them all. 9 was crap. 10 was pretty good, though. I enjoyed 10. And it glows in the dark, my friends. So there it is. And then, Please Do Not Crucify Fears. I've heard of the Lost Boys, but I've never seen any of the Lost Boys vampire movies. Not one of them. Not one. But now I've got all three. The Lost Boys trilogy, because I think they only made 3. I didn't even know Corey Feldman was in it, but look, there he is, right there. So eventually I'm going to watch these. I know it's about vampires, but I've never watched any of the Lost Boys, but I can't wait to watch them and review them. So Jason, I'm at 45 now. Jason's at 117. Now I'm at 45. So yeah. Nice little additions to the collection. More to the fucking shelf. Fears goes through shitloads of socks. This carpet, it's okay, but every once in a while I'll do laundry and then I find new holes in my socks. So I had to throw a bunch of socks away the other day, and so Fears got some more socks. And there it is. That was the nerd haul. Visions shows a bat. Holy shit. Fucking vampires. One of the coolest vampires visions I've ever seen on camera. Two vampires come to mind. Obviously, the original 1930s vampire. That guy who played the first vampire on camera. Holy shit, that was fucking terrifying. That guy, the way he looked, the makeup, the costume, that guy, oh man. That guy, I don't know his name. I don't know the actor that played him, but the guy in the 1930s, 40s monster movies, the Universal ones, that guy looks creepy as fuck. And then I love the guy that played Dracula in the Monster Squad. That guy, probably the Monster Squad version of Dracula. That's one of my favorite Dracula versions. So yeah. So there you go. There you go, Visions. The creepiest one, though, and you've told me this guy's name, Visions. I don't know. I don't think it's his real name. I think it's the character's name. It's the real tall fucking vampire with like 2 buck teeth like that. And he's got huge fucking ears, and he's got like kind of like a hump on his back, and he's creeping up the fucking stairs. And then I think there's no dialogue on it. It's just told all by music. And when that fucking door opens up, he's tall and he's like this. That fucker is creepy as hell, but cool looking on camera. I haven't checked those out yet. I want to check out those old vampire movies. That guy is fucking scary as fuck on camera, man. Holy shit. Yeah, that one, Visions. That one. I've only seen, because they showed that iconic scene of the door opening up in film school. And hell, I think he came before the 1930s Universal Dracula. I could be wrong. I don't know what came first. But man, that fucker is scary, but cool looking. But my favorite version of Dracula is whatever that actor's name was that played Dracula in the Monster Squad. I fucking love the Monster Squad. I've met some actors from the Monster Squad at a convention. I've met the guy that played the cop, the dad that played the cop, where he's trying to kill Dracula, and one of the best scenes is he shoots Dracula like 5 times in the chest, and Dracula like flies through a window, and then he goes up in this abandoned warehouse, and I guess because he shot him with a gun, he's like half bat, half human looking, and he's laying there on the ground with blood coming out, and he's like, oh my God. And then he grabs some dynamite and he lights the dynamite on fire, and he's like, suck on this, you son of a bitch. And then he doesn't know that the Wolfman is behind him. And the Wolfman starts beating the shit out of the dad. And then the young kid, the young actor that plays Sean, grabs the dynamite and puts it in Wolfman's pants, and then shoves him out a fucking window, and then Wolfman blows up. But yeah, I love that scene. Suck on this, you son of a bitch. And like he's like trying to kill. I mean, that's my favorite version of Dracula, but there's other good ones. That 1930s one is pretty cool looking. And then whatever that guy, the long fucking ears with the hump on, he's all doing that shit. And then I don't even know, it's like, you know, you've seen it a bunch of times, Vision. It's like Dracula's like sidekick or whatever. He just opens up the door and he's just creeping behind the fucking door. And I was like, at some point in my life, I got to sit down and watch that fucking movie because, oh my God, it is creepy as all fucking hell. I got to see that movie, though. All right. Well, I'm taking off. But, oh yeah. Who was the hottest Dracula? I have no idea. I think the hot vampire ladies from Monster Squad, they're pretty hot because they look creepy as fuck when they're vampires, but before Dracula like sucks their blood, they're like some hot college chicks or whatever. I don't know. They were pretty hot before they look fucking terrifying, you know, with all the vampire makeup on, but I don't know. He kills like 3 or 4 college chicks. I don't know. They're pretty hot. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. You guys figure it out. I'm taking off. Food, Napo, edit, and then I'm going to mosey on off to work. All right. Peace. Deuces. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to The Fears Man at FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number deuce. Follow my friend Randall, Lord Randall, at Cameo Man 2021 and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. And follow Pixel, Lord Pixel, King of the Pylons at Pixel Protocol. Follow Miss Immortal, Tinder Immortal, because she's a pretty cool chick and my friend, so follow her. And I'm a skedaddle. So this is Fears, signing off. Peace. Deuces. I'll see you guys later.